in an Instagram giveaway.
Let's go. What Instagram?
It's you son of a bitch, stay on there.
Dude, get on there. Fuck.
It's from like their like the energy drinks Instagram page. They just post like tons of giveaways for like drinks, and then that hat apparently on like their story, and I just like commented on commented on a post or something. And I won it, so I won like
Dude,
2 12 packs in that hat, and I was like, damn, that's pretty sick.
let's go, dude. Was that like top 5 best day of your life or what? Because that could be
Uh,
for me. I don't win any of those.
Dude, honest, I mean, you don't mind like stupid stuff like, oh, Mr. Beast is gonna give away $1 million, or
For real.
it's just some dumb stuff. And then I'm just like, I just commented like, I think I just like added somebody on the post, and I won. And like you could add like up to like probably as many people as you want. And I
Yeah.
just do one and I win, and I'm like, all right, it's about time my luck turns for the good.
Let's go. King shit.
I still have a couple of them over here. I hoard energy drinks. It's bad.
Oh hell yeah. Is Accelerator the go-to? I've had some Celsius's as is in my life.
It is for me, but like I don't know. Like there's a bunch of them out there. I like the C4s as well because they do like popsicle flavor.
I've seen
So
that.
they got grape popsicle, cherry popsicle, and then Hawaiian popsicle. And let me that Hawaiian popsicle, I don't know what crack is like, but I feel like if I knew what crack is like, it hits like crack.
Hell yeah, dude. The Hawaiian popsicle C4.
I didn't even know like Hawaiian popsicle existed. I always thought it was orange.
Dude, a Hawaiian popsicle sounds like one of the most refreshing possible things you can say out loud.
Dude, yeah, well, it's right there. That's the
Dude, is
last
that a
one. Right
fridge?
there.
You got a fridge back there?
Yeah, it's got all of my soda and energy drinks and liquid
Hell
death
yeah.
and leftover cheese sauce from Wingstop.
Dude, I was tearing up some Wingstop like 2 days ago.
Oh my dude, Wingstop's so good.
I fucking love Wingstop. I remember when that got to Bloomington. Oh my god.
Dude, I didn't even know it was there. Like, I didn't have Wingstop for the first time until last year. So
Seriously.
so I've been wasting my money and my taste buds on B-dubs for the longest time.
I know, dude, because it competes with B-dubs. Like, they have different flavors, and, like, I think you can probably argue that the quality's better at Wingstop.
Yeah, I still think I like the sauces more at B-dubs because I've been accustomed to it for, 25 years of my life, but,
Same, yeah,
like,
25 entire years.
however, the lemon pepper at Wingstop is much better than the lemon pepper at B-dubs. Don't know why. It's literally 2 ingredients, but, like, something
That's
about it.
it's good to know. That's good to know for the other Mitch Eats fans out here like myself.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I actually recorded a video that I have to edit.
Hell yeah, dude. You giving any teasers of what it is?
I can't. It was I tried this I think it was called sweet chili glaze at Wingstop. Let me tell you, it was spicy, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to, like, compare it to something, and I don't really know what it compares to, but, like, it was, like, legitimately spicy, while
It
also
was
being,
good
like,
though.
overly sweet. Yeah, it was good, but, like, well, it was good spice level. I wasn't a huge fan of, like, how sweet it was, but sweet was also in the damn name, so, like, you know, it
Got
was
what you
some good
asked
stuff.
for. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I Wingstop could get my business just about any day.
Dude, honestly, though, like, I'm, like, pissed off I didn't know it was there, or, like, it was actually good for the longest time. It could've been dude, B-dubs is expensive.
It is, dude. It's only
It
gotten worse. Like, Thursday's the day to do it for if you're a boneless fellow like myself.
Yeah. Yeah, same. It's just it's easier to eat and less messy, so, like, I will
Mm.
forever be a boneless stan, but, like, I know it's chicken nuggets, and I'm
No, yeah. Yeah.
not gonna tell you otherwise.
And, like, I can get down with some original wings, like, those are good too, but, like, if I'm in public, I take that into account because 'cause I'm like, "Okay, like, I can't just be, like, have it all over my face and my hands."
Yeah, I try to be that guy that goes and, like, tells them, "Can you give me, like, 100 napkins real quick?"
Yeah, or you look at me with shit on my face, both hands, and be like, "Hey, can you help me?"
It's like, my eye itches. I'm incapacitated.
For real, dude, it's the worst situation. I can't be that incapacitated in public.
Dude, it's wild though, cause like, if you don't go on a Thursday or a Tuesday, like for context, at Wingstop, I'll get the 20 wings and fries thing for like 17 bucks. I don't think you can beat that because like if you try to get that at B-dubs, it's like 40 bucks.
100%.
So like
Yeah.
it's I don't even know. It's
I
crazy.
we probably get the same thing at Wingstop too, because the bundle that I get is, yeah, it's like around 20 bucks. You get like 20 some wings and fries.
Yeah,
And then there's maybe it's that same one or not, but like you can also get a drink in there too,
yeah,
maybe
yeah, yeah.
for a little bit more, but I think we get the same thing because yeah, that's like 20 or so bucks.
And
You
that's go ahead,
Oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Oh, I was gonna say, and that's like 20 or so bucks, and you spend 20 bucks at B-dubs for like 10 wings, maybe.
I know it's terrible. I was just gonna say, like, 2 it's like that's like 2 meals too, because it's a large fries, a drink, like 20 I mean, shit, I could eat it if I wanted to,
Yeah.
but, like, I know a little bit better nowadays compared to fries again when I'm just trying to eat to my heart's content until it explodes, but yeah, it's crazy.
I always have hopes that like, yeah, I'll get 20 wings, I'll eat 10 now, I'll save half for like great leftovers later. That happens
Right.
sometimes. The other percentage of the time is I'm gonna be big as fuck and I'm gonna eat it now.
I know, yeah, like, I ate it for lunch yesterday, and then I was like, "I'm not gonna be hungry the rest of the day," and then, like, 10:30 came around, and I was like, "Shit, it's leftover women time."
Hell yeah.
Man, did I feel disgusting after.
Dude, you don't do
It
not
was
feel good
so
about
bad.
yourself. You just tear it up though.
Oh, man.
It is what it is. Dude, I where we live now, I can walk to a B-dubs or a fucking Wingstop, which is
That's dangerous. That is
dangerous.
so dangerous.
So it's not good. Wingstop gets more business than the B-dubs, but dude, they're right there.
Oh, oh, man. That's
It's
terrible.
awful.
How's it been there? Like, all the
It's been
fires and
cool.
everything?
Oh yeah, the fires where we
I
are,
assume
we're
that
like
part's not cool.
dude, it's quite hot actually. Oh, fuck. No, they're, we're in, like, the Hollywood area, so, like, the neighborhood Hollywood, so it's like, there was only one fire that really, like, was a problem, and that was the
Okay,
one that they put out, like, pretty quick, so
that's good.
thankfully, like, me personally, I haven't had much going on with the fires, but I'm pretty sure the other 2 big ones are still burning to some extent, but it's nowhere near, like, the talking
Yeah.
point that it has been.
Yeah, for sure. Cause like, I mean, I listen to, like, sports podcasts, so, like, they would, like, just talk about it, like, briefly at the beginning, like, "Oh, thanks to the first responders," yada, 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 that kinda stuff, which is very, very cool that they're acknowledging stuff, but I was like, "I don't"
Yeah.
you're the only person I know in California, so I was like, "I wonder if he's affected." I figured you would've probably mentioned something if you
Yeah.
were, like, on some sort of social media or whatnot, so
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
woulda you and me text, once every few weeks or so anyway, so I'm sure it woulda came up if I was, like, in some dealing with some bullshit. I would've been like, "Hey, Mitch, by the
Yeah.
way, I'm gonna be recording this from a hotel because the apartment burned down."
Oh my god, yeah. Or honestly, shit, your mom would've probably said something.
That's true, yeah, that's true. Sharing the workplace. That shit always
Oh
cracks
my
me up,
gosh.
dude. That shit's awesome.
That's so crazy, like, what are the actual chances?
I know, dude. Every once in a while, she'll be like, "Yeah, like I ate lunch with Mitch," or "Oh yeah, like I was, like oh I talked to Mitch about this, whatever." I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, Mitch."
Oh, man. Oh, I feel so bad 'cause I just say some of the stupidest shit ever, and I'm just like, "Oh, please don't judge me over this. I'm pretty smart and knowledgeable."
Oh, dude, she knows me. I think you're good.
She had to raise you for the longest time.
Yeah,
Bless her.
yeah. Yeah, that's you're so good.
Oh my
She's
god.
only said nice things. She knew that we were gonna be doing this too, and I was like, "All right, but can you do me a favor and just, just, don't bring up this episode to Mitch because I know she will listen to it, and I and I know that y'all work together." She's like, "Oh, no," she didn't have a problem at all. I was like, "I just want Mitch to be able to, talk about whatever and just, know that
Oh,
he's not
man.
gonna have a second interview the next day." I didn't say that, but, like, she was cool. She understood.
That's funny. Yeah, I think I mentioned it, like, a week 2 weeks ago or something like that whenever you messaged me initially about it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that tracks because I think she mentioned it to me within this last week, so that's
oh,
funny
okay.
as hell. That's
Yeah, that
funny.
checks out. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
dude. We both have the similar battle of doing our creative things while also working that office job.
Yeah, for real. Oh my god. I didn't know I had no idea how, like, draining it was gonna be. 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Like,
Yeah,
I have
definitely.
no desire to do anything after work. I hate it so much, but
Dude, yeah, it's
gotta do what you
hard.
gotta do.
I know, dog. Like even like a good day, like a good like fast, not exhausting day, like getting home at whatever and like wanting like there's like other stuff I want to do, but it's like damn, like I just want to play my one fucking game of like college football or whatever, and then I'm
Bro,
and then I'm
right?
tired. I'm tired within like 2 hours of getting home. It's
Oh
wild.
my gosh, dude, like, I shit. Sometimes I'll just, like I'll get home, I'll sit down, like, after, like, I change out of my work clothes, and then, like, I just won't get up for, like, an hour, and I'm like, "Oh, if I didn't get up, I would sit here the rest of the day and just lay down like I'm dying just because I don't wanna get up."
I dude, that's the realest shit ever. It's I had to just, like, get comfortable with the fact that that's what it is, because when I first started understanding that, like, I was a little bummed out about it, then I'm like, "No, like, it's reasonable to be tired after 8 hours of, like, putting your mind towards something and,
Yep.
doing that, and then you get home." It's like, remember, like, going to school and whatever, it's like, at a certain point, you're just like, "Okay," like, coming home from high school where it was just, like, 8 hours straight of shit.
Yeah, like, it's crazy because like, in high school, I just remember that the only thing I wanna do when I get home was just, like, play FIFA or play
Yeah.
Call of Duty, and, like, now it's like, I want to, but do I really wanna go sit at my computer, boot everything up, try to find someone to play with, and just by the time I, like, even think about it, it's like, "Shit, it's already 6:30. It's over
Yeah.
for me."
Dude, it's wild. It's just how it is though. It's crazy. I never thought I'd be living the adult gamer lifestyle.
Dude, oh my gosh, like, I still try to stream sometimes, so, like
Oh, yeah?
and I lose the desire to do it all the time because of it. It's like because like, the thing for me is, like, you're in the office and you're around people. Granted, there's not a lot of people in the office, but, like, I'm trying to compare it to, like, high school, like, you're around people all the time. I don't remember being so, like, socially and, like, mentally drained
Yeah.
because it was just, like it was the grind for, like, what, 16 years? 12 years or
Right.
not 16, like, 12 years, so, like, we got used to it, and then now that you get out of school and you do a full-time job, and it's like, I just don't wanna be around people anymore or have to talk to people.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Dude, fucking 100%. I always just blamed it on myself for, like, being, like, antisocial or whatever, but, like, hearing you say it, I'm like, "Okay," like, I'm validated
I
because, like,
know.
I'm, like, more social than I've, like, ever been technically, but, like, at my core, I love just being at home, and, like,
Yeah.
with working and, like, having to do that shit, it just makes me want to do that even more. And then I
Yeah.
noticed I stopped gaming with the boys as much and everything. It's like cause like talking and like, cause like I have to talk at work and you still talk after work and you have, life at home and all that. It's like you can't change that. That's fine. But it's like, damn, like
Mhm.
it's like talking and energy. And it's like at my core, I just need to play that one game. And I'm not even good at video games anymore. So like I fucking suck.
Oh my gosh. Dude, that's so crazy. Like, I keep contemplating whether I wanna buy the latest Call of Duty, but I'm like, I know I'm just gonna hate my life because 'cause I'm not gonna be good at it anymore.
Yeah.
It's every little aspect of the game is just gonna make me wanna blow my brains out, so it's like, is it worth $50 on sale right now? Because a data is $70, I could tell you that.
Fuck no. $70. My ass $70, dude. I dude, Amanda, like, asked me, she's like, "Oh, you gonna get the new Call of Duty?" And I'm just like, I was like, "It's gotta go on sale for, like, 20 bucks." And she's like,
Dude,
"Why?"
for
I'm like, "Well,
real.
I can't spend $50 for something that I know I'm gonna get fucking destroyed, dude." I try not to say raped, but that's what it's gonna be.
Oh, man, dude, for real, it's like, I'm not trying to get my back blown out.
For real. It's just gonna be straight
Oh, man.
assault for however long I'm playing. Literally, I'm just gonna go double negative and feel worse about myself, dude.
Dude, for real, because like, nothing compared to playing it, like, on Xbox when you're, like, 17, 18. Like, that
That's the
hits on a
best.
different level.
That's the
Like, trying to
best.
play what is it, Black Ops 6, I think it is? Black Ops
Think
6
so.
on my PC with hackers, like,
Yeah.
forget that, man.
Dude, I'm scared of those fucking Adderall TikTok kids now.
That's how I feel when I play Rocket League, dude. These kids are cracked out of their mind.
Dude,
They're
I'd
just
hate to see one of them in Rocket League now.
dude, like, I still try to play it, the game's terrible, but, the pro scene is now, like, 15-year-olds are playing in the pros. I'm like, I remember when I was 15 playing that, I hardly knew how to hit the ball. So,
Yeah,
like, these kids are, like, coked up on GE Fuel, they're
for real.
TikTok brain rot, and they just figured out how to just be the biggest menace to society at the age of 15, and I want
Oh,
nothing to do with it.
no part of
It's
it,
so
dude.
gross. It's so gross.
I know. Oh, dude, I Rocket League is already I was wanting to ask you about Rocket League too, because from what I remember, like that was like your fucking game, wasn't it?
That was yeah, that was my jam. I s I'm not close. I used to almost be, like, grand champ in the game. I was maybe, like, 5 wins in a row off of getting it, like,
Okay.
4 years ago. I'm not even close anymore. I just try to play for fun and be an idiot. It's painful.
You
Like,
still got
every
the
game that I'm
skills
doing.
though. You still got like that I guess muscle memory would be the word, because I was never able to play the game like I knew you
Yeah.
were able to play the fucking game. Because there were some times that we both played that shit together, like, we'd end up, like, playing it, and I would just be like, "Alright, yeah, Mitch is better than me by a lot."
Yeah, I always feel bad playing with people that, like, weren't as good because it's like, you do something and then they're just like, I can't do anything remotely close. I don't wanna play now." And it's like, well, now nobody's having fun.
Just be like, "Oh, Mitch is too good, I don't wanna play anymore." Meh. Dude,
Oh,
that game
man.
though, I none of the boys were ever like that good at it, like besides you though. Like you were definitely the best one that I ever like encountered. But like everybody else in like my friend group, who I'm pretty sure you know like pretty much all of them from
Yeah,
back in the day,
yeah.
but we were always no, we were never really good at it. Like we would always just have some brutal clips of us just missing the. It'd just be a matter of who was worse that day.
Oh my gosh. It's, like, actually kinda like a really, like, skillful game in a way. Like, you have to, like, actually put in the work, whereas, like,
You
Call of
do.
Duty, I mean, you just gotta make sure your recoil isn't going too far and do a good
Yeah.
headshot. Like,
Yeah, 100%. Because the
there's a lot of
flying and the
buttons.
acrobatics and all that shit in Rocket League, like, I couldn't do it. I could barely hit it right just driving. I was not good.
Yeah, like, so much of, like, the pro mechanics for the game is, like, if you're using your controller, you use the stick and hit, like, A on the Xbox controller to flip the car. It like, in the pros, you have to cancel your flip to, like, do shit. That's
Oh.
just, like, my brain doesn't work like that anymore.
Pro gaming is a fucking beast. Did you see there's, like, professional, like, Excel there's, like, Excel esports? Did you see that? Dude, it's insane.
No.
You didn't see that? Why am I
Oh
the
my
only one who's
god.
seeing that shit? It's
That is wild.
you've seen like a MLG, like a pro gaming like event like setup. So like you know what that
Yeah.
thing looks like. I swear to God, it was that, but people are at computers playing Excel. It's crazy.
That is that is actually ridiculous.
It is fucking nuts to me.
Oh my gosh, I'm playing competitive with Microsoft Excel. Who
Yeah,
could be the
that's what you're
biggest
doing.
fucking nerd? Oh my gosh,
For
it's
real.
crazy.
Isn't that nuts? Dude, there's gotta be I saw that and I'm like, "Okay, well, basically any video game ever now should have their own fucking esports."
Oh my god, dude, for real, like, what am I gonna do? Go try to play competitive crossword puzzles online against people?
Fucking competitive Sudoku.
Oh my god. Actually, I take that back. I would play competitive crossword puzzles. That sounds fun.
Crossword dude, that'd be impressive just watching somebody just, like, get words and then the crowd's like,
Uh, it's like they're on the last word and, like, they're trying to piece it together. You got, like, 3 letters and they're just like, "Oh."
Dude, if Excel esports exists, then that should exist.
Oh my gosh.
Crossword puzzle fucking esports.
That'd be insane. I should start
Th
that.
You
I'll
should
be the
start that.
founder.
It's up to you. How often do you I didn't know you were still streaming. How often do you think that you stream nowadays?
Do On a good week, maybe, like, twice.
That's pretty good. That's better
On a
than
on
nothing.
on a bad week, 0 or 1 time, so, like, I don't know, I get in a funk of just, like, not wanting to do it,
Yeah,
and then it also kinda depends on, like, the game, because like, if I don't have anything, like, I'm desiring to play, I just won't do it,
right.
and it's not like I ever actually, I used to stream on Facebook. I might have told you about that forever ago.
I've seen it. I've come across it. Cause was your username, was it Trustees something along those lines, or was it something else?
Yeah, that's what it was. So, like,
I definitely seen you on Facebook.
when I was on Facebook, it was mainly, like, right before COVID and then, like, during, like, the height of, like, COVID. They, uh they were shelling out money left and right on there, so
That's
that's why I
smart.
went over there, and
Smart.
I met some people, and we finagled the system. This shit's crazy. So, you would send stars, which is, like, the equivalent of bits on Twitch,
Yeah.
and, you could send up to, like well, shit, you could send as much as you want. But what they would do is during, like, November and December of, like, 2021, I think? Or 2020. I don't remember which one. They would, if you hit 10,000 stars, they would double it. Or you or no, 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 no. Wait, okay, no, no. Yeah, they would give you, like if you sent, like, a little bit, it would say, like, "Hey, hit this amount," and then if you hit this amount, we'll double everything that's in, like, that, like, time block.
Okay.
So what me and my buddy would do was, like, drop increments to set off the parties, the star parties they were called,
Okay.
and then send, like, hundreds of dollars to each other just so it would double it, and then we
Yeah.
would each just get the doubled money, all on top of doing the little party. It would give you a $50 bonus every time. You could do it twice a stream. So we would just send each other, like, 300 bucks, and it would turn into 600 plus an extra 50 once or twice as well for,
Holy
like, a month.
shit.
We just did it, like, we did it twice in a month. We just got stupid amount of money. Freaking Zuckerberg's dumbass had no idea.
They built a fucking system like
They
that.
were
That's
they were
it's
literally
kinda
giving
on
away
them.
free money. Yeah, like, you think I wasn't gonna find out how to get the most out
Hell
of
yeah.
money possible?
Profitable ass streamer right there. That's what I'm
That was crazy because that, like, funded, like, everything here, like, my good monitor, my lights, my new my new computer, the new chair, like,
hell yeah.
all these little collectibles and shit, like,
The whole setup.
all funded by, COVID and Mark Zuckerberg. It's
Thank you,
insane.
Mark. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for designing it that
The
way.
the one good thing he ever did in his life.
For real, dude. Dude, that's fucking awesome. I gotta hop into one of your streams then. That gives me a good excuse to watch a fucking live stream then. Are you mostly a Twitch fella, or are you back on the book now?
No, I'm on Twitch because they it was so, like I don't think it was related to what we did, but within, like, a year after doing that, like, they just started putting, like, shadow bans on tons of people's pages, so, like, you would get, like,
Oh,
you'd get, like, a red, like, caution, like, in, like, your dashboard that would say, like, "You're you violated monetization policy." It's like, "You did nothing wrong."
really?
They just did it to a bunch of people, so, like, everybody moved off the platform unless you were, like,
Oh,
partnered
okay.
and, like, had a contract with them. So, like, I used to get, like I think I averaged, like, 7 plus people a stream back on there,
It's pretty damn
which
good.
which is kinda crazy because like, when you're on Twitch, it's, like, 1 or 2. It
Yeah.
it still is these days, so, like, that did not change after going back,
Right.
but, like, that went from, like I was making, like, probably, like, 100 to 200 bucks a month doing it,
Mhm.
and then also averaging, like, 7 plus people a stream or 6 or 7 plus a stream,
Yeah.
and once that, like, happened to my account, like everyone else's account, I, like, stopped making money because, like, no one would get, like, notifications or see my stream was live,
Right.
and then just people wouldn't be in general, so then, like, all of my numbers just, like, shat the bed for probably, like, 8 months, and I was like, "Yeah, I'd rather go shit the bed on a different app that or a different platform that I know is valid to shit the bed on," so
Right.
I
Yeah,
just
that's
moved over,
smart.
plus the customization for everything on Twitch is just so much better than everything else too. It's like, I can just customize everything how I want it to be and then go back to being a nobody. It's kinda fine with me.
Especially if Facebook's telling you to go fuck yourself anyway, it's like, okay, like, it seems very calculated on the part of Facebook where they were like, "Alright,
Yeah.
like, we made our service too attractive, we need to thin out the numbers."
Yeah, for real, and, like, I would do, like, I did, like, a bunch of research on it too, and it's, like, so many different, like all of, like, Facebook Gaming's, like, Facebook page was just comments of, "Why is my page ruined? Why is this wrong?" And I'm just like, "Oh, they just don't care. They really don't
Don't.
care."
They're like, "We will bite this bullet. You raise as much hell as you want. We do not care."
And the cool thing too was you would get 100% of your money on there, and I think last year, 2023 is when they ended that, so I was gonna
What?
get off the platform anyways, because then they were going, like, I think they were going 50-50, and I was like, I might as well I might as well do whatever it is now, which is, like, I think 60-40 or 50-50 on Switch. Just way
Right.
more fun and not care about numbers, trying to, like, actually be a part-time streamer. Yeah,
Right.
that was, like, everybody's dream for the longest time. Was it like, "Oh, I
Dude,
can make
yeah.
money playing video games? This would be sick." And then you
Dude.
realize, you have to go, like, 1,000% into it or else it's not gonna work. And
You're so fucking right. I
I
my
never had the
senior
desire.
year yeah, my senior year of high school was, like, the hardest that I really tried at it, and I got, like, the first level, it was, like, Twitch I don't think the word was associate, but it was, like
Affiliate.
affiliate, there you go. I
Mhm.
I got, like, Twitch affiliate, I had got, like, 50 followers, I some of them even didn't even look like real fucking accounts, and I'm just like, "Whatever."
Yep.
And I was like I was so hype, and I was, like, really thought I was gonna go into it, but I did not have the motor to, like, keep pushing at it, and I'm just like and, you know,
Yeah.
I might have had, like, maybe 3 a stream, and then it would get to, like, 5, and I'd be like, "Holy shit."
Yeah. Well, I think I was doing it for a little bit, like, around the same time as you were, and then I saw you were doing it, so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this a little bit more," and, like, I would just stream, like, FIFA on my,
Yeah.
but, like, we were doing it from our consoles. So, like,
Yeah, though,
the
like, that was
quality
the
is
only
so
way.
bad.
So
The quality
bad,
is
and
so bad.
you cannot do much with it as far as, like, how you present it too, because like, like and I didn't wanna stream with a camera either, I feel like that
Uh-huh.
hurts you too, like, you can't just be some cool fuck, like, without a face cam most of the time.
Yeah, I know, it was wild, like, when I got my old computer in 2020, and then,
Mhm.
like, streamed for the first time on there, I was like, wow, you have the fucking world at your fingertips with this.
For
Whereas back
real.
then, you gotta open the Twitch chat on your console, hit the stream button, make a stupid title, try and, like, I had a camera, I had a really bougie camera I could plug in the back of my Xbox, so, like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I was like, put it
Nice.
left center, it's not gonna block the game. It's so bad.
Dude, yeah, that sounds about fucking right. Cause yeah, I had oh, fuck. I had my first times trying it was, like, on the PS4, and I had, like, the PS4 the camera or whatever, and I was like,
Oh my
"Alright, I
gosh.
can do it." I think that was the very first time I tried it, then me actually attempting it was on the Xbox by then with no camera, but yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you have to, like, have the Twitch app running, you have to and then it's like, "Oh, my stream stopped. What the fuck happened?" And then you have to go back and restart it, and
Oh, dude, it was like and it would bog your game down because 'cause you're pulling so much trying to do it,
yeah.
straight
Oh,
play a
yeah.
game online. If you weren't Ethernetted, it didn't work, which that still stands true today with a computer, but it's hard to Ethernet a console, so that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it was a big struggle. I think at one point after senior year of high school when I tried it a little bit, like, trying to do that from the dorm, like, dorm internet, no chance. No chance at
Yeah.
all.
Those were fun though because, like, you would do it on, like, Friday and Saturday nights, I
Yeah.
think for the most part, and you just play in, Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 is so good.
I love
In my
Black Ops
in
4.
my opinion, like, it was so easy to just, like, destroy everyone.
It
There was
was, it
so
was.
many bad players in that game.
Yeah, it was, like, easy to aim and, like, all of, like, the core functions were solid, like, it had good maps, it had, like, good guns, like, the movement
Yeah.
wasn't stupid, like, you could move well and fast, but, like, not fly.
Oh my god, I vividly remember one day I think it might have been when you were doing it from a dorm, that I was watching it and I, like, had, like, leftover tater tots I brought into my room and I fucking spilled them it all over my bed as had you stream on, and I fucking put that in the chat, I'm like, "Dude,
Oh my
I'm gonna be AFK." I had fucking, like, crumbs all in my bed, and I was like, "This is the stupidest fucking thing at, like, 11 o'clock at night to knock over a plate of tater tots my fat ass is eating in my bed." So stupid. Yeah, bro, it was all over my
I feel like I
it's
remember that weirdly. I feel like
oh,
somehow I feel like you unlocked that memory of like because that I think feel like that would have been freshman year dorm when like me and Andrew had like one fucking room and like our setups were on like opposite walls. I feel like I was in
oh
that
my
room
god.
when I read that shit and spilled
Dude,
tater tots on your
I
butt.
was fucking dying. Like, thank God I didn't have, like, ketchup or anything with it.
That
I
would have
didn't
been
want some
terrible.
fucking ketchup in my bed, but it's like, I set it down, I, like, I go to lay down, and, like, when you lay down, obviously, you make a divot in your bed, and the plate was right next to me, and it just all over me in the bed. I was like, "This is fucking the craziest things you remember."
It's just like, what is life? Fuck.
Oh my god.
I thought I
That
was gonna have the perfect Friday night.
that was a top 5 anime death right there.
Bitches sheets.
That Unwatch Mojo.
Welcome back to Watch Mojo. Top 10 things bitches filled in his bed.
You don't wanna know number 1. Oh my god.
Oh fuck. It's been spilled more than once.
Thank God it hasn't been.
Oh, you think you'll play the new GTA, dude? I'm gonna give a full fucking go at the new GTA.
I actually don't really like GTA.
Really? You're not a
I
GTA
No, I think I'm the one person probably that isn't a GTA fan.
That's wild.
I played GTA 5 maybe, like, 3, 4 years ago on my computer, and I did not like it.
Really?
I just
Okay.
got it on Steam because it was, like, $6, and I was like, "Alright, sure." I
Yeah.
played it, I was not a fan. I don't
That's
know.
wild. That's wild because I thought about it because I remember I would stream GTA a little bit because we would play that a good amount, and that's a good like fuck
Mhm.
around game just for
Yeah.
doing whatever. So that's interesting. You probably are the first person I bet who's like plays video games and is like, I don't like it.
It's weird because like, I like Far Cry, and Far Cry is more just like GTA, but you're on, like, a remote island or, like,
Yeah.
it's just, like it's reskinned, but just, like, in a different, like, context. But I like that, but I just didn't really like I got bored with it. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't think, like, the missions were, like, fun or you could only drive around and kill people or
Pretty much.
something. Where it's
See,
like
that's
Far Cry was
true.
more had, like, a more story structure, so
And then you get a cooler setting in Far Cry, because I played a couple of
yeah.
those games where there's like a and like GTA has a story too, but it's like the place you are is just fucking Los Angeles.
Right, yeah.
But like I played like Far Cry Primal, and that was the shit because
Yeah, yeah.
the animals were enough for me to just be like, yeah. Like
Right, yeah.
riding a bear and like throwing a spear and shit, and it's like it was great.
Yeah, it's funny I just mentioned that because 'cause I'm looking directly at the icon on my computer for Far Cry 6, and I've only played, like, maybe a fifth of the game,
Ooh.
but
That's the
it's just
newest one?
yeah, but, like, it came out, like, 2 years ago, so, like,
Okay.
the fact that having completed it now is, like, really kinda sad
You gotta
because I like the
save.
game. I don't know, I get in a bad habit of, like, starting a new game I buy at, like, a lot of single player games because like, now you're older, you kinda really have to rely on single player games or solo queue
Yeah.
and stuff, and I ain't trying to solo queue. So,
Mhm.
I'll just play, like, something single player, and then, like, I'll just switch off of it, go play a different game, and then just do that with, like, 6 games.
That
It's just
tracks, yeah. I can't keep my attention too great on, like, a single player game. I gotta find one that, like, I really, like, can stick on it. Like, I need to finish Red Dead Redemption 2 would probably be a
Mhm.
good idea.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I got
Well, yeah, what else is in, like, your single player game rotation outside of Far Cry?
so I'm kinda big on, like, the simulator games because, like,
Okay.
it's kinda like mindless playing to a degree where, like, you can just spend a couple hours and you're like, "Oh, I did a couple, like, missions," or something like that.
Yeah.
But I have, this is gonna be kinda sus. I have Power Wash Simulator, and you just
Nice.
fucking power wash, and, like,
He's
it's like,
clean.
I just, like, either blast music or, like, pull up, like, Netflix or Hulu and just or, like, Crunchyroll or something and just, like, watch, like, 4 episodes of a show and just power wash, man.
Clean some houses.
Dude, for real, like, it's kinda stupid, but, like, at the same time, it's just, like, it kills time, so I'm not gonna complain.
Hey, it looks like a satisfying game. I played some police simulator. I got through a few
Okay.
levels of that. Some basic level police work, no shooting yet.
Yeah. So, I also recently got, Thief Simulator, so you just go and rob people's houses.
Okay, that I need to play. I if that's
That
on
one's kinda cool.
PS5, I need to play that shit. I'd do it.
I am not 100% sure if that's
It
console
may
game.
not be. Police, yeah, I am restricted to the PlayStation 5, unfortunately, because 'cause I'm
Mhm.
not a a distinguished PC fellow, which most of my homies are now. Most of my homies who are playing, video games, I know Chris has one, Vince has one,
It's
Brendan
a game
has
changer.
one.
It's
Is
an
it
absolute game changer.
you can just play anything from what I understand.
Basically, yeah. So and it's so nice to do, like, I play here, and then I have, like, everything else just up and, like, messing around on whatever on the other monitor.
Yeah.
It's it's so much better than having to I remember my Xbox used to be behind me, like, in this little cabinet, and I
Mm.
would have the TV back here in the corner, like, behind my computer now, so, like, or I'd either have to blast something on my TV or, like, pull up my phone next to me if I wanted to, like, watch or listen to something at the same time as playing.
Yeah.
Miserable. Just, like, going, like, "Oh, am I listening? Am I watching everything?" Like,
It's just fucking moving around.
getting getting a workout doing it.
Yeah,
It was
really.
stupid.
Dude, yeah, the 2 monitor setup though, big game changer. That's gotta be a play. Cause there was a time where I wasn't like PC gaming, but I had like 2 monitors like side by side, and like I did have a desktop, but it was not like I could play like Counter-Strike and like not
Mhm,
much else. Like it wasn't really a
mhm.
performer, but I was able to have that like 2 monitor setup like in the heyday of my gaming, and that was the shit because like yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can just watch whatever, you can just click. The freedom to do whatever is just perfect.
And how different graphics are on any game, like, if
Yes.
regardless if you're playing it competitively or just playing for fun. Like, I my my old computer, like, totally fucked up on me, and so, like, it, like, would not play games anymore, but, like, I could put my capture card in and, like, play my Xbox or my Switch into my computer up on my
Yeah.
screen. So, the weirdest thing with like, I tried to play Rocket League on my Xbox through my capture card because it wouldn't open on
Whoa.
my computer, and
Whoa.
I was like it was like running the mile in high school in quicksand, inside of quicksand again in 1,000-degree weather. Like, that
Oh
shit was
shit.
not wanting to, like, run smoothly whatsoever, and I'm like, and it could be because my Xbox is terrible probably now, and then also trying to streamline the game through multiple cords into a different, like, system.
Yeah.
But, like, I can only imagine playing, like, Fortnite or, like, that kinda stuff on, like, my old Xbox compared to this, and I don't even wanna attempt it. Or, like, I don't even know how people play games on their Switch online like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that would be, like, 20 FPS in quicksand to,
Yeah, it
like
looks
to
like
play
shit.
Fortnite. Like, it's I don't understand how people do it.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't.
dude, with the quality drop on the Switch too is fucking crazy. I tried to play like the newest MLB on the Switch and I was like, I thought it would have a chance to look the same and it was nowhere close.
Oh, no.
It was like unplayable in comparison. It's fucking nuts.
It's so
So dude, so
crazy.
what the hell? So let me understand what you were trying to do. You had like a capture card, your Xbox, and your PC, and you were trying to play
Yeah.
Rocket League, was it?
Okay, yeah, so the computer would work. It would do anything but play a game.
Okay.
So, it was basically just like having a giant console for no
Right.
reason. And
Sick.
my Xbox or what I was trying to do was if I could have just plugged in my Xbox to my monitor at my desk and then just played on that, but then I wouldn't be able to use my second monitor at all
Okay.
because like the main monitor would be like used. So what you can do is capture card your Xbox into your monitor into your PC. So then it goes from your Xbox and then you open the capture card software. So then it opens the game on your monitor while also being able to have like free roam of like your mouse and everything to use your computer at
Okay.
the same time, if that makes sense.
I think it does. Okay.
So, like, I use that to, like, stream off my Switch if I ever play, like, Pokemon or something like that.
Yeah.
So, I had that open while I was trying to, like, do something on my other computer or on my other monitor, and it's just, like, it's so bad.
It sounded
It
like an airplane.
it's not even that, but I've just never seen something not wanna work like that ever. Like, it's like my Nintendo 64 coulda ran a game smoother than what that was trying to do. So bad.
And that was Rocket League from your Xbox that you were trying to play?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What Xbox was it? Was it the VCR built Xbox?
No, it was an Xbox One S, maybe?
Okay, gotcha.
I think. I think that's the slim white one.
That sounds right. The S is probably the slim white one.
Yeah,
I
I think
had the
that's what it was.
VCR Xbox One. That thing made it a very long time. It had no business surviving that long.
Was that the first Xbox One model?
Yeah, the first model.
So because it was kinda beefy, wasn't it?
It was yeah, it was like the size of a VCR. Like I had like the 1 terabyte version at least, so I didn't get like the 500 gig bullshit that they first came out with that could
Okay,
hold like 6 games or something.
that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, the VCR Xbox. I had that for a very long time and then a PS5 as of like 2 months ago.
Nice. My stepbrother has a PS5. It's like really weird looking, but it runs really good. It's so
Yeah,
good.
the menus are great. It loads fast.
Nice.
I've just been a sports gamer mostly nowadays. I've just been sucking at college football and MLB.
It's so much easier to do those, just run like a franchise mode and just fuck around for as long as you want to, and then get off for the night or whatever.
Yeah, that's been the move. I'm like 5 years into Boise State. I'm think I can make it. Yeah.
S Okay, repeat that again. You said what state?
I'm 5 years into Boise State on college
Oh,
football.
dude, I heard Blizzy State, and I was like, "What the fuck's a Blizzy? Like a DQ
Boise
blizzard?"
State. You're
Oh
like, "I
my
need you to
god.
repeat yourself."
Dude, I was lost there. That's crazy. What the fuck is
You're like,
Blizzy
"Oh,
State?
it's what the fuck did you say?"
That's so funny. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Boise State, Idaho.
That's so clean because you want the blue field.
Yeah,
I
dude, yeah, you
imagine
gotta get them on the blue, they say.
the blue field's elite.
Dude, speaking of the blue, what the fuck do you think about your Chicago Cubs? Look at that transition. That I just gotta acknowledge that.
That's the chef's kiss right there.
Look at that.
It's crazy because like, the the Kyle Tucker trade was out of, like, fucking nowhere.
I'm
It
still I forget about that. You guys got a straight up, like, possible top 10 fucking guy.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, no one's talking about it, and they're just underplaying it, and I'm like, he's kind of like the 2nd best or 3rd best right fielder in baseball.
Mhm.
Like, Soto and Judge are, like, the only 2 other ones, like, in oh, shit, I mean, Judge kinda played center field, but he's still a right fielder for the most part.
Right.
And then, like, the Presley trade was out of nowhere too, and he's a little washed, but, like, they had Haters, so of course Hader's gonna close.
Right.
So,
Dude,
'cause,
yeah,
Hader's not gonna pitch the 8th inning. He'd be dead before he pitches the 8th inning.
you're right, dude. That's he did say that shit. And also, I Presley is better than any of the guys that the Cubs had back there last year. Yeah, like he's probably still better than most of them.
Dude, we haven't had a closer since Wade Davis in 2017.
Wade Davis, career I guess he is career closer. He's been to so many different
Yeah.
fucking places.
No,
Before
he was a
that, you
dog with
had
the
a
Royals.
Roldis. You had a Roldis for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
He
And
was a
then,
dog.
we had Hector Rondon for a year before all this.
Before that, Hector Neris last year?
Yeah, and then like, I liked him, but, like, he's not a closer, so he's not gonna pitch well in the 9th inning. Like,
No.
that's not his gig. He's a 7th or 8th inning guy, someone you pitch before your setup or your closer. So, like, it's crazy. If they don't have him anymore, I don't think, but it would've been great if they kept him, and if they somehow land Bregman and you were just like Astros 2.0. That would've been so funny. Outside of Altuve, Correa, and Springer, that would've been so funny.
It was right there, dude. With dude, yeah, I didn't even think about that. But you got Presley and Tucker. Both via trade, I think. Is it wasn't or no, yeah, it was trade. It was,
yeah,
yeah,
it's weird.
because Tucker, there's some talk of whether you guys are gonna sign him to an extension, maybe, but
You can't not do that because he's so good, and I think he's still 28.
I think he's younger than 30. He's gotta be.
So he's got I mean, he could play 10 more years. I don't know if he would, but, like, you could for sure sign him to an 8 or 9-year deal, and
And he does everything too. Like he's been hurt, but I imagine he's still gonna steal bases. Because I always pay attention to fantasy baseball shit. So like I just remember seeing
yeah,
him in the top 10 for like multiple years, and it projects him with like 30 home runs, 100 RBIs, and 30 stolen bases. And for the longest
yeah.
time, I'm like, who the fuck is Kyle Tucker on the Houston Astros? I'm like, who is this guy? And I
He's
know
just
who he
been
is now, but for the longest time, I'm like,
yeah.
what the hell? Why is he so good?
He's just been consistently, like, really good for years, and it's like you don't even notice it because, in my opinion, Springer's like at least in the Astros in the day, Springer was a little bit more, like, flashy,
Mhm.
and Altuve's Altuve, Correa's Correa, Bregman's also kinda under the radar, but, like, I feel like he was still viewed above Kyle Tucker, and
Yeah.
then, like, once they kinda hit the decline and they were, like, still just, "Oh, we're gonna make it to the ALCS every year, but or the World Series, but lose, we're not gonna win it again." Like, I mean, if it wasn't for Alvarez and Tucker, I feel like they weren't gonna be, like, very competitive in a lot of games. So
Yeah.
it's crazy that he's on the Cubs now. Like, that just doesn't make sense, but he looks good in blue. He looks really good in blue, so
Oh,
I will take
I
that.
have a certain disdain for that shade of blue, so I just won't say
That does
anything.
that's fair, that's fair.
I'm sure he does though. I haven't even seen him in that jersey yet. I'm sure it is quite a look. Cause yeah, you guys
I've
got a fucking dude. Like that's the thing. Like seeing like it had
Mhm.
if it had to fully settle with me as a Cardinals fan, then I'm like, oh fuck. Like they actually like they got a guy. Like they got a dude who's like literal
Yeah,
possible like top 10 because he was hurt a little bit, I think, last year. But
yeah.
like before that, like again, the fantasy rankings had him top 10 like every year. Jesus, every year.
Yeah, it's just like, it still almost doesn't sink in because we haven't had, like, that dude since Chris Bryant, and, like, what a fall from grace he had, unfortunately.
So sad.
But
Just died in Denver.
for real, but, like and I mean, that's pretty much been since, like, 17 almost, maybe 18 when Chris Bryant was, like, still playing, like, 140 games a year.
Mhm.
So, it wait, did I say 14?
Well, you said a
I don't know.
100 before,
So,
so
no, I meant I thought it was 2014. I meant to say 2017, 2018, maybe
oh,
2019, I think is when he started to fall off. So, like, it's been 5 years since we had, like, a guy where it's like, he's gonna be in the 3 or 4 or 5 slot in the lineup, and he's gonna, like, produce.
yeah,
'Cause I read tons of, like, sports shit on Twitter all the time, and, like, people will rip Dansby Swanson, and I'm like, "Dansby Swanson is not supposed to be your best player. He's a good
exactly.
player, but, like, he's not gonna hit 30, 120, bat 320, like, that's not him."
Or
Who else?
Seiya Suzuki.
Yeah, like, Suzuki should hit 30 homers probably, but, like, he's not gonna bat 300.
Yeah,
He
he's
can
not
have
gonna hit
not
40.
gonna bat 300. Yeah, exactly. If people expect, like, way too much out of a team. But then
Yeah,
again, the Cubs have also not been, like, built very well the last few years, I'm sure.
which is good.
You probably feel the same sentiment with the Cardinals, so
Yeah, dude, they've been fucking around, but you know, at least this year they're like, oh yeah, we're this is like the let the kids play year is just what I'm calling it because they're like, oh we don't care if we make it to the playoffs or not, we just want to see if these guys can play, and it's like okay, at least there's a direction. And then before that, there was like
yeah.
23, which was just the fucking worst year ever, and they were terrible. I don't even remember how good the Cubs I think the Cubs I think that year they were, like, in it very close to the end, like, I think they had a chance that year maybe.
Yeah, don't remind me.
You
That
had a
was
lot more of a chance I think that was, like, a hilarious collapse of some kind. I won't warn you. I won't, yeah, there was a collapse. I'll
there's
leave it
no
at that.
sugarcoating.
I'll leave
I
it at that. There was a collapse, wasn't there, from what I remember. The Cardinals weren't
I
even close, so, you know, what the fuck can I say?
yeah. The I vividly remember, I think it was like the 3rd or 2nd to last series of the year. They're playing the Braves, and it's like, that's a terrible team to end one of your last 3 series of the year of
Yes.
because that you could lose all 3. And we were winning all 3 in the 7th or 8th inning, and we blew all 3 games via pitching and errors, and Suzuki, like, lost a fly ball that was right to him in the
I
outfield,
remember that, yep,
and
I remember
I
that.
I just sat there, and I just remember looking at my TV, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, I think we had, like, an 80% chance to make the playoffs that year, and then you start losing to the Reds and the Braves. It's like, there's no winning. If you can't win a series against the Reds, you might as well hardly be a team. It's
100%, dude. Like I've always viewed them as a tier below within the division. Like they hang out with the Pirates in my head. Like I know that
yeah.
the Reds can be exciting and whatever, but they're still the Reds. They still have yet to overall prove me wrong as far as like the record, you know.
Yeah, they start off the year, they're a little flashy. They're
They're
like, "Oh,
exciting.
we're
They're
over
like,
500. This is so cool, guys."
ooh, at
And at the
least
end of the
stealing
year,
bases.
we're 40 games under. It's like, back
But
where
we're
we're supposed to
fun.
be. Oh, man, don't get me started on Elliot Cruz. I think he's so overrated.
Dude,
I
yeah.
know he's like 22, some stupid stuff like that, but, like, he's so overrated right now.
Yeah, he's, like, really fun to watch, but from what I understand, he strikes out like a motherfucker.
Dude, I looked at his stats. I don't know why I was looking at baseball stats, like 2 weeks ago, because season's nowhere close to starting realistically, and
Yeah.
why would I look at the Reds stats? I hate the Reds, but I looked at his he's been in the league for, like, a year and a half. He's batting, like, 250, has,
Yeah,
like, a really I don't it's like a below average OPS. He stole, like, 70 bases, that's cool, but it's
which is
like,
cool.
if he's the only guy on your team that can get on base, you're not scoring many runs.
Yeah,
If you strike out all the time, I don't even know how he's not on base to steal 70 times. Like,
exactly.
it's so wild to me.
Yeah, and, like,
And
I
he's so
think
young.
the stealing helps with the excitement, I think, because like,
Yeah.
he came on, like, right as they did that I think was it last year that they, like, changed the, like, the size of the bases,
Yeah.
and it was either that year or the year before that when they're like, "Oh, yeah, like, you can only disengage, like, twice or whatever
Yeah, 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 yeah.
for, like,
I
the
think that
pitcher,"
was
and
last year.
yeah, so I think both of that happened at the same time, so it's like part of it I feel like so much of that is just the alignment of those 2 events happening, and then,
Oh, for
it's like,
sure.
we so that it's a year where everybody stole a fuck ton of bases, but he is, like, the fastest guy. I don't know where that
Mhm.
Esteury Ruiz guy went from the A's. There's this dude, like, 2 years
Oh,
ago, he, like, led the American League in stolen bases with, like, 70 or something, and then he just, like,
really?
was yeah, he was, like, barely on the team last year. I don't even know what happened to him, but
I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever heard of that name.
yeah, that's a random name drop.
That's
I wouldn't
that's
expect you
crazy.
to. It's a random Oakland outfielder that I hope is still
Oh my
alive.
god. That just, like, further fuels the discussion. Dudes can sit around and name random sports players for hours.
Oh, you're
Well,
so right.
that Ruiz guy out of nowhere, I don't even know who that is.
Oh, yeah? I don't even know.
That's
Yeah,
so great. I
there's this store in St. Louis where it was like this Cardinal store or whatever, and they asked me, they're like, just name a Cardinal, like name any like random Cardinal. And I hit him with like Gerald Laird or something. It's like a random
Oh
backup
my
catcher,
god.
a backup catcher. And I still think
Insane.
about that name drop.
That's
I was like, I know I impressed those guys with that name drop.
that's so insane, dude. I remember seeing that guy on MVP 2005 on my GameCube. He
Really?
was on, like, the Royals or something like that back then. I don't know,
Gerald Laird.
just throwing fastballs down the middle because he can't hit him in game.
Terrible, dude, backup catcher.
Oh my god, that's so great.
That's hilarious. Now it's gonna complete the circle, and you're gonna run into Gerald Laird, like, at work or something. He's gonna
Dude, that
come in for a meeting. Former
oh,
MLB catcher Gerald Laird.
yeah, he's scanning documents.
He's making some copies.
Oh my god, that's crazy. That's so funny.
I was so
Do,
proud of that name drop.
do do, you guys don't have Goldschmidt anymore, right?
No, he's on the Yankees now.
Oh shit. What about Arenado? I haven't
I
really
apparently
like paid
he
attention.
he is, like, guaranteed to be traded apparently, but he has not been traded. They tried to trade him to Houston actually, which ties into what we
Ooh.
were just talking about, funny enough, but he yeah, but he blocked that trade. He was like, "Fuck that." And then now now we have yet to trade him, but the fucking owner is like, "Yeah, we're gonna trade him," or, the head of baseball operations. John Mozeliak,
What
who
what a name.
fucking who yeah, who but he says he's
That's
gonna
so
be
funny.
traded. I don't really want him to be traded, but I've accepted that he will be traded. And everybody thinks he's gonna suck next year, and I don't think he is gonna suck next year. So that's kind of my thoughts on it.
He's always been good. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if his stats were like the greatest. I honestly last year I probably watched the least amount of baseball I ever have in my life.
Mhm.
It kind of stemmed from I watched the Cubs opening day against the Rangers, and I watched
That's
Justin
fair.
Steele pull a hammy in the 4th inning or the 3rd inning or something like that, and I was just like, "This is how our season starts against the champs. This is great."
Great
I'm
start.
kinda checked out, but, like, it's I don't know. I've had, like, a struggle with watching any sport that isn't football or soccer recently,
That's
so
fair. I
I
got into watching a lot more, like, the last, like, couple years, and even then, like, I can't watch a full baseball game every day, even if I wanted to, you know?
yeah, yeah, I mean, it's not even like it's a time crunch anymore, like, they shortened the games, so they should kinda give the fit, like, a 4-hour sit down in your day. It's just, like, I don't something about, like it's been for basketball for me, it's like, I can't watch a basketball game anymore, but there's something
NBA
about
seems
baseball.
brutal now too.
Yeah, I mean, shit, it's rigged, in my opinion, so, like, it makes it so much harder to watch, but, like,
Yeah.
there's something with baseball, I don't know what it is, and then it could just be the rule changes, like, some of them are good, but, like, it's like, why do we keep changing the game? Some of the stuff they're trying to bring this year, it makes you wanna, like, put a hole in a wall. It's so dumb.
Oh, yeah, there's a did you hear about that golden at bat rule bullshit? That
No.
idea?
The I would, like I don't condone violence, but I would slap Rob Manfred across the
I
fricking face with a
he's gonna have
backhand.
a mob at his house if he were to do that. It's like that fucks with the absolute, like, fabric of what baseball is, that rule, like, allowing a pinch hitter from the lineup to hit at any point, like, that
Dude,
is the foundation of the game. Like, so far, I've
for
been able to
real.
be okay with everything else, but
Right.
doing that would really like, that is the core of how the game functions.
Like, the day I read that, I think I was at work and I read that, and I'm like, "If you're gonna do that, you might as well just give them aluminum bats and hit fucking piss missiles out of the
Yeah,
park," or
stop
into
drug
it's
testing
just
them.
like, just give them an aluminum bat, they're gonna kill a fan with a freaking, like, 1,000-mile-an-hour, like, line drive home run
For
from, like,
real.
Stanton or something. It's like,
Yeah.
just let all hell break loose if you're gonna do that, because that
Exactly.
just destroys everything.
Oh,
I was
exactly, yeah.
so fuming over that.
That was the dumbest fucking suggestion I've ever seen, and I think the headline one of the headlines I saw was, "Manfred says there's a lot of buzz about potential
Yeah.
golden at bat rule." It's like, yeah, a lot of buzz can mean anything, you fuck. I mean, come on.
Yeah, a lot of buzz could mean, "Oh, we hate your guts even more," like,
Yeah, a
easily,
lot for
or
real.
it could be like, "Oh, 2 owners like it or 20 owners like it," like
Or everybody laughed at you when you fucking said it, like, yeah.
oh my gosh, it's like it's just one of those things, it's like, how does that even become a thing? Like, how did they even come up with some of these ideas for, like, new rules, and then let alone you come up with that one?
For real, like, there's gotta be other things to do as a commissioner of baseball.
The other thing I brought up about that, I don't know who I was talking to, but I was like, "If you're gonna give him a golden bat, you might as well just give him a pitching machine to hit off of too. Just
For
fuck it
real.
all up." Like,
Yeah.
so idiotic.
You could have one at bat where you trot a pitching machine out there and your pitcher gets to just put the ball in the thing and do his best.
Just puts a 60-mile-an-hour meatball right down the middle. Oh my gosh.
Then it's just whatever the fuck banana ball is. I imagine that's just what it would be then.
Shit.
Cause I don't know
Yeah.
much about that banana baseball, the Savannah Bananas or whatever
Yeah,
it's called. I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know a lot about it, but it seems like really fucking popular now.
That was crazy. I didn't even know they stream their games. I saw, like, a rant they streamed it on YouTube, and I think they're already getting,
Oh.
like, they're getting a TV deal or, like, a streaming channel deal somewhere.
No
So I just,
shit.
like, opened up YouTube, and it somehow showed up in my recommended, and I'm like, "Okay." And they just started dancing. I was like, "I understand the dancing thing. It's kinda funky and silly. It's
Yeah.
entertaining." And then, like, they just got, like, a random, like I think they got, like, 2 points or something, or, like, they did, like, a catch. I think they, like, did, like, a backflip catch or something, and it counted for, like, a point or something, and I
Oh
was like
shit.
I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like,
Yeah.
it's entertaining, but I'm like, "How do you get an extra point for just, like, styling on somebody?" This is
For
weird.
real. Style points based. Okay, I didn't know that.
Or no, they also if a fan catches a fly like, a foul ball, the batter's out.
Okay, okay. I think I've heard of that. Is that for
Yeah,
like
but
that's for any at bat?
yeah, I think so.
That's crazy.
It might be after a certain inning maybe, but, like, that's actually kinda cool. I kinda fuck with that a little bit. That, like, gives
That's
incentive for fans.
literally getting the fans involved in the game. Like they have an incentive to pay attention and like try to snag it.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, that might be more entertaining than going to an actual baseball game.
For real. You could make a difference, dude.
'Cause if you could sit through a one-to-one game or a 0-0 game in Chicago, St. Louis, wherever you go, whatever team you wanna watch, but, like,
Yeah.
and you just lost 3 hours of your day watching a 1-0 game, they score in the 2nd inning, and it's just,
Yeah.
like, terrible after.
Right.
That's so funny.
Dude, you described a Cardinals Rockies game I went to within the last 2 years. Dude, I shit you not. I made a whole episode about this one. I
I
shit
think
you
I remember that.
it
Yeah.
was 1-0 and we lost to the Rockies, dude. It was just the worst cock tease of a game ever.
It's so brutal.
Awful. You're
Of all
just
the teams you
there.
could lose 1-0 to.
Oh, yeah, and, like, the whole time, it's like, man, it's 1 to nothing, so literally any swing can fix this problem, but they didn't. They just couldn't do it, dude. I think that was 23. I'm pretty sure that was the year they were, like,
Oh,
20
man.
games below 500. That was really telling.
Well, okay, and I'm not trying to take shots, but, like, realistically,
Dude, take
they
shots.
who coulda changed the game with one swing of the bat? It would've been Goldie or Arenado. It's kinda it.
And now look.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, it would've
I
been
don't even
them.
know I don't even know who's, like, on the team anymore outside of Jordan Walker. Or is that
I love some Jordan Walker. I hope he can be good. They still got all the regular guys. They've signed 0 free agents. They still like the young like the young dudes that like I'm excited. Like Mason Wynn was good. He's like the
Yeah, yeah,
shortstop.
yeah.
He'll go into his 2nd year. I'm excited for him. Jordan Walker, Nolan Gorman. Those are all like dudes who it's like they're younger and I give a fuck and hope that they do well, and then the rest of the
Mhm.
guys, it's like they've been on the team and been, like, above average for the last, few years, and, like, I'm happy with them and I'm content with them, but, those are, like, the guys that I'm, like, kinda mostly paying attention to with them saying going into this year, like, "Hey, we do not expect to go to the playoffs."
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is too is, like, I feel like you guys have lost so many, like, guys in the last, like, 3, 4 years that, like, used to be were a part of the team for the longest time, like, Molina retired.
Yeah.
You guys trade away Edman, or did you just
Traded
leave
him,
him?
yep. Traded him to
Yeah.
the Dodgers, and now he has an extension with the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's,
Go figure.
you guys I think you traded Bader, like, 2 years ago, I
Yep,
think.
to the Yankees.
He wasn't crazy, but, like,
He was a piece though,
I feel like
he
everyone
was
loved him.
liked. He was
Yeah,
liked.
because he hustled his ass off. He just
Yeah, and the women
felt like
loved him
ball.
too.
So funny.
It wasn't just the women, I loved him too, everybody did. He was great.
I feel like that's been, like, a thing with, like, a lot of or at least our teams. I feel like you either hold on to these guys too long or you, like, ship them away and they do better somewhere else.
Right.
And
The
I don't
Cubs
know,
did
it
that
sucks.
too. It wasn't too long ago that the Cubs just made the decision to just be like, "Alright, we're tearing it
Yeah,
down."
they said, "Fuck it."
It was a
They
quick
traded
turnaround, like, I feel like you guys didn't have, like, a below 20 a 20 below
no.
season. I can't fucking say that, I guess, but 20 games below 500, you guys have not done that within the last, like, 5 or so years, I don't think, but the Cardinals have, which is
It's
a shame.
a good change of pace from, what they used to be every year.
Some would
And
say.
we like consistently within like 5 to 10 games under or over, and it's like you can accept that. I mean, it's much better than being 50 win teams every year for
True.
years on end. But like, it's honestly crazy. We won the World Series in 2016, and like I guess we were competitive for like 2 years, kind of. But like after that, and like 1 year before it, but like we didn't really do anything else.
Right.
I feel like that should have been studied because, like, everyone had a career year that year. The pitching was immaculate. That's probably why,
Yes. Yeah.
but, like, Bryant deteriorated. Rizzo's Rizzo. Baez got good for, like, 3 years, then
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
Then just
He
lost it. Oh my
he just
god.
decided to swing at anything and everything. Addison
Anything.
Russell got himself out of baseball.
That's right.
Uh, I
Who else? Contreras is now on the Cardinals.
I'm glad you guys have him 'cause he sucks.
Yeah, Contreras. Who else? Schwarber now on the
Schwarber was
Phillies.
consistently batting 220 and hit 40 homers. I'd rather have someone else on my team than do that.
That's fair. You and me have similar tastes to where I feel like if we were constructing a roster, we don't lean towards those guys. Cause like I feel like do you still put a good amount of stock into batting average? Because I know I do.
Oh yeah. Well, oh,
Like, I think
don't
that
get me
shit
started.
matters, dude. Like the standard for that is dropped, and I think it's now even more important because of the
Oh,
standard going in that direction, Mitch. Like, it doesn't have to be that way.
it's like the second the DH became an NL thing, you're just putting shit everywhere on your roster. The Cubs were running Patrick Wisdom at DH, the Kubritzky
Yeah.
100 batter. They're running Miles Mastroboni at DH,
Who
the
the
guy
hell
who
is
can't
that?
even
Yeah.
he can't even hit the ball. You're running Nick Madrigal at DH. I kinda like Madrigal, but he's a
People did
contact
like
hitter,
him.
and he wasn't a good contact hitter was the issue. You just chop it in the third base every time, and it's like, "Cool, you're gonna get thrown out."
Yeah.
Like, we had some reject Twins DH guy, I can't remember his name.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit,
Let me
what was
let
his
me
name?
hit the baseball reference. I feel like I need to
He
know
was
who that guy
he was a
is.
he was a big dude, I can't think of his name.
Oh, man. It wasn't you guys didn't have Miguel Sano, I don't think, did you?
No, it's not Sano, they had a different guy. Oh, shit, I can't even think of these guys' names.
Dude,
He
I
was
gotta find
he
it now because I feel
he
like I
played
should
for
know
the
that.
we had another guy the COVID year, he played for the Dodgers the year before that, and I can't remember his name, but, like, he's like a 220 hitter. It's like, how do you keep employing 220 hitters to play as your DH? This guy's supposed to drive runs in. They
For
can't even hit
real.
the ball. It's
Like,
like,
just
you're
hoping
pandering.
there's home run yeah, what like, is the best case scenario for signing a guy like that, like, okay, like, if you g are you gonna call it justified if he hits, like, 25 home runs, 30 home runs? Like, what's your because, like, the setting that ceiling is, like, setting yourself up for fucking disappointment in some form, I feel like.
Yeah, if you're gonna DH the entire year, you're probably gonna be a good hitter and should hit, like, 20 homers at least.
That should be the standard, like, you should if you're a DH, then you should bring some fucking power, in my opinion.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, I know the AL had it forever, but, like, I mean, Ortiz ended up being a DH, I think, towards the end of his career, and
Yeah.
he was incredible hitter.
The embodiment of a DH.
But, is what the hell is his name? The guy in the Yankees, I think he just got inducted in the Hall of Fame in the last couple of years. He was a
Oh,
DH and first baseman, I think. Was it Martinez? Something like that?
Martinez.
Maybe? Was it Tito Martinez?
Tito
No.
it might have been Tito Martinez. Let me look it up. We don't have a
Like,
GP.
or maybe it's just like the AL had incredible DHs for years. Granted, they had it, but, like, these guys were just slamming hits and homers like no tomorrow, and it's like you can't even field a good hitting DH these days. Like,
Yeah,
there's gotta be 30 players in baseball that can only hit, that you just put at the DH. The fact that he can't
exactly.
hit that is crazy to me. We had he was a former Cardinal, and then he was a Tampa Bay Ray. Was it
Oh, did you Jose
Jackson Martinez?
Martinez.
Jose
Jose
Martinez.
dude, Jose Martinez. Yeah, because he was a guy that would have been that we had before the DH existed, and because he couldn't field for shit. He
Yeah.
was not good fielding anywhere, and I remember we traded him to the Rays, and I was looking at his Baseball Reference, like, yesterday, I shit you not, because he was on the Cubs, and he was not good for the Cubs.
He's so bad.
His WAR was in the negatives. I saw that shit.
And then he went back to the Rays and it was also terrible again.
Yeah,
It's so
just
crazy.
awful. Dude, I'm trying to look who the Cardinals have even tried, like, we had Alec Burleson as at DH, which, like, he was good and whatever, but, like, for, like, a DH, like, the Cardinals have not found a guy yet either where it's like, "Okay, like, this is a pure fucking hitting guy who's gonna do it." Like, we had Albert doing it, but it's like that was just because it was Albert.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my mind over this. I have to find this DH.
Dude, yeah, I got sidetracked. I'm looking at the Cardinals now.
I'm trying to see.
Okay, I could look at the Cubs now.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Was it 2023? There's no way. It could not have been that long ago. Oh shit, they started putting the DH starting DH in the Fran Mil Reyes.
Framhill Reyes, okay.
We employed
I've seen
him.
that name. You
This
sweet.
man had a negative .1 WAR in
What year was that?
48 games. 2022.
Oh, fantastic.
This dude batted 234, had a slugging of 389, and an on base of 301. That is so bad for a DH. This man lasted 48 games before he got DFA'd.
Damn.
And
Framhill Reyes.
then we employed Rafael Ortega at DH. Like, oh god, so disgusting.
Oh my god. I pulled up, what year is this? 2020.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
gonna throw up.
2023, Christopher Morel. I forgot about him.
And then we also had Alfonso Rivas as our DH because
Jesus.
we had Frank the Tank Schwindel for two months to end the year, thinking he was the next coming of Jesus.
I remember him, dude. I remember was he like a first baseman or something?
Mhm.
I remember
I
that
think he used to
fucking
be on the I think he used to be on the A's. It's like no figure the A's got rid of him.
yeah.
The Cubs were
Not
like,
all the
sure,
ones that come from the A's are good.
let's pick up Frank Schwindel and Patrick Wisdom to be our corner infielders, thinking we're gonna win 100 games. Like, what the hell
Yeah.
are we doing?
Patrick Wisdom. You want somebody to hit 200 and hit 10
Strike out
home
200 times.
yeah. 200 season.
That actually wait, that would actually be kind of
Wait,
cool.
the 200 club, you hit
Has
like
that ever happened?
it's had to have. You strike
I
out 200 times and then hit what? Like less than from 200 to less to like 209 we could call it. We could call that the 200 club.
but, like, you have to get 600 at bats probably in a year to do that.
To strike out 200 times? Yeah, for that ratio, and that's a lot of fucking strikeouts.
Oh, okay. I gotta look this up now.
We gotta find out. 200 season. Has any player ever hit less than 210 and also would ChatGPT know? So
Oh my god, maybe. I've never used ChatGPT.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
I don't even know how you could look this. You honestly would have to look up the amount of people that have struck out 200 times in a year and then just, like, correlate that with batting average.
Yeah, it's effort for sure.
Okay. Alright. Oh god. This is creepy now. How do you how do you even search for people that have struck out 200 times in a year? Is that like a baseball reference thing?
I It could be, or you just like
No.
Google it and it might. Baseball
Yeah.
Reference should be able to give you a page on it.
I got, like, career strikeouts for batters. That's not really Ooh, okay, hold up. All right. Wait. Okay, we're cooking. We're cooking here. Um. Okay. Oh God. Mark Reynolds in 2009 struck out 223 times.
Okay.
He batted 260. Oh, here
Okay.
we go. Oh my God, we got multiple here. This is insane. Wait. Oh, we
Oh,
got multiple.
okay. I got one result at least.
Okay, who do you got?
I got Chris Davis in 2016. Or wait, no, 2018. Struck out 219 times and Jesus, finished with a batting average of 168 and struck out 219 times.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
I'm on statmuse.com. We got Adam Dunn. What a name. 2012 with the White Sox. Struck out 222 times, batted 204.
Wow.
Schwarber in 2023 struck out 215 times and batted, where'd it go? 197.
God damn. It probably hit like 40 something home runs. I guarantee you.
Oh my gosh,
What a
that's
stat line. See,
he had
that was
47 homers.
47 home runs, hit less than 200, struck out 200 times. That is the epitome of you are hitting it over the fence or nothing, or
Actually,
walking maybe.
actually, this one might take the cake for the worst. This might be the worst season of all time. Joey Gallo,
Oh,
2021, 213 strikeouts. Yeah, okay, yeah, 213 strikeouts. He batted 199 and he had 38 homers with 77 RBIs. That is a horrible return. Yeah, he was with the Rangers. The amount of this,
yeah, super low RBIs for
that
38
is
home
so
runs.
nuts.
Dude, that is a crazy. That one's almost more unsettling than the Schwarber one. Like the Schwarber one
Honestly,
makes sense, but that one makes me uncomfortable.
yeah, these Schwarber had 40 homers and over 100 RBIs. This he did neither.
38 home runs, 70 something RBIs, hit
Wow.
199.
I think 500 at bats too. He did that in. He
Oh
almost
my
struck out
god.
half of his at bats.
That's crazy. And then he got traded to the
So
Yankees shortly
bad.
after that, I think.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is
Dude,
miserable.
Joey Gallo. Dude, I wonder what if we could have a Joey Gallo comeback season this year, but I don't know. I think he might still need a job.
Yeah, yeah, it shows he's not in baseball right now.
Damn it, dude. He's 31. He's got such crazy power, dude. I would use him on the show like for a lefty,
Yeah, yeah.
but I would just strike out with him all the time. Like it was so easy to strike out with him on the game. He hit
Gosh.
161 last year in fucking
I thought he
oh
was gonna be
man,
so good because like
for
he's just
Washington.
a giant lefty, but like
He is
he
huge.
he just could not hit the ball after like maybe 1 or 2 okay years.
Man, he was in AAA for part of last year.
Oof. Yeah, he's
Man,
still.
he's 31.
Poor guy.
Two-time All-Star though. Jesus Christ.
I wonder what year did I say that was? 2021?
Yeah.
Holy shit. He does not have a good career batting average. It's a career batting average of 194.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Holy shit.
That's insane. I'm gonna try to find his WAR that year. That's gonna be really bad. If I could spell correctly. Oh
Dude,
my
it's just a different kind of fucking baseball player. It's like what we were talking about earlier, how people don't care about batting average and we just get more of just hit 190 something, but you hit home runs for a little bit. He had 40 home runs one year. He had oh my god. Wait, oh, that's the minor leagues. Excuse me. Sorry. I was like, "Jesus Christ, 38 and 40 back-to-back years?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." It says, like, Spokane.
Wait, okay. 2021, he had a 4.6 WAR actually, but he struck out 213 times. He must have had some outfield assists or something.
True, I think he does have a cannon of an arm. Okay, I'm seeing now for the Joey Gal oh my god, but the batting average is appalling. 2017, 2018 had 41 home runs and then 40 home runs respectively, and the batting average in those 2 years, Mitch, 209, 206.
I just saw that right as you say
You
it.
saw that?
Oh no, that's
209,
so
206.
bad.
So that's like him being productive in the other stats and the best that he can do batting average-wise. And then oh my god, dude, and then from there, it just dips. It just looks like it falls off a cliff. Fucking 2019 2019, he played in 70 games and hit like 250 something, but that doesn't count. He played 70 games.
No, shit, he's only played like 100 games, like maybe like 5 seasons.
Damn, Joey.
That's crazy, man.
We just gave like a really good analysis into Joey Gallo. I feel like that was good.
Oh, he also had 111 walks that year. That he struck out 213 times.
Okay. I feel like that's the same with Schwarber, like, that's the style of it, like, you're either swinging or you're walking, and then if you ground out, then you just walk a little bit down the first base line.
Wait, okay, so this is actually kind of a criminal stat line here. He played that year, he played 153 games, batted 498 times. He got 99 hits, 111 walks, and 213 strikeouts. He
Holy
had more
shit.
strikeouts than he had walks and hits combined.
Oh my god, is that a 21?
That's 21.
It could oh, okay,
I
so that was the year that he got traded to the Yankees too, so oh my god.
that's
So that
I
was
don't
like
even
the
know how you can
turning
even be in
point year.
baseball.
He hit 199? What'd you say?
How can you even be in baseball if you do that? If you strike out more times than you got on base combined.
That's crazy, because that's
Yeah, it's
literally just you missing the ball.
or like, can you find out? I don't know that's wait, no, you can't. Okay, hold up. Got hit by a pitch 6 times, grounded into a double play 6 times. Like the amount the amount of times you got out is crazy.
That is a crazy number. What was the WAR? Let's see.
Wait. He only had 15 more total bases that year than he had strikeouts.
Oh my god. So he barely edged it out in the total bases category.
That is nuts. Oh my gosh. I you can't ever recover from that, and he clearly didn't.
No, not at
That
all.
that is that's a historically bad year, I
That
feel
is
like.
it's a crazy year.
Like, it's not like he batted 120 or but, like, that's like a top 10 strikeout season and probably oh, man, you can't recover from that. That's crazy.
Dude.
And I really liked him. I thought he was gonna be good.
Dude, yeah, his power is crazy.
He's one of those he was one of those players on the Rangers. Like, I would watch the Rangers games because I was like, "The Cubs suck. I need a team to watch."
Yeah.
I picked the Rangers because I liked, Adrian Beltre back in the day.
He's cool.
And,
He's a cool guy.
oh, man, he's just a goofball too, and I love it.
Yeah.
But, like, I would still, like, pay attention to him a little bit, like, the Rangers, after they had that meltdown against the Cardinals in the World Series,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
and it was just kinda, like, steady downhill, like, as a whole as organization since that year for the most part. And I was like, "Okay, I was gonna be great in this outfield." I mean, kinda takes over I think Josh Hamilton used to play or no, Nelson Cruz
Yeah.
played right field.
Nelson
Yeah,
yeah, they were
Ham
both there.
so it's like, "Oh, you should get, like, similar power output out of that," and he kinda did, but man, was it Nelson Cruz is a hell of a better player than
Yeah. The
Sure.
longer
That's a fall from grace.
Yeah. Oh my god. Nelson Cruz was good for a lot longer too.
I mean, he probably played almost 20 years.
I think he was close, like, cause he just DH'd at random places, like, down the road, I think.
Yeah, like Seattle, Washington, I think. Maybe
Yeah.
somewhere else. He was a hell of a
Dude.
person too.
Dude, the fucking Rangers, they did just win. It's hard to remember that shit, but they did just win.
I almost put the Rangers World Series on, like, Mickey Mouse status of, the Dodgers COVID year.
Oh, you think so?
I mean, cause like, it was 2 6 seeds in the World Series, wasn't it?
It was what?
I think it was 2 6 seeds in the playoffs in the
I
World
think you're
Series.
right. It was because it was
It's
them and the fucking wasn't it the
the
Diamondbacks?
Diamondbacks, and they sucked
Yeah.
last year. Like, they were
Yeah.
500, I think. So, like, I don't even know how that happened.
It was a
Like, they
weird World
just
Series. I remember I did not watch a lot of it for what I just wasn't too into that one for some reason.
you would think we would be because 'cause it'd be cool that 2 teams that usually aren't ever in contention when
Right.
especially the Diamondbacks haven't been relevant since, like, Randy Johnson almost.
Yeah, and we were how old were we then? Like, were we I don't it would have
2.
been yeah, for real. That yes, that doesn't count for
So, like, I only know that because of YouTube.
for real.
Whereas, like, we at least saw the Rangers be good for years
Right.
as, like, teenagers, but, like, Diamondbacks would make the playoffs and lose in the first round every year to, like, the
Exactly.
Dodgers. So, like, you get the wild card and you lose to your division opponent. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
that's humbling.
And then they yeah, for real. And then they fucking made it. They made it somehow, but I also just didn't really care. And also the Rangers, like my bias towards the Rangers is like, all right, well, hopefully you guys just fucking lose it anyway, like you did the other time. But but they won it, and I'm like, okay, like good for you. You probably deserved it. That was their first one too, I think. I don't yeah, they had never
Holy
won before.
shit.
So at least it was like their first time winning. At least it was that.
Oh my god. Yeah.
What'd you find? You find some breaking news?
Oh, I just saw Zach LaVine got traded. Completely irrelevant.
Where's he going?
I'm trying to figure this out. It is a 3-team trade with the Kings and the Spurs. What the fuck just happened? You don't look at your phone for, like, an hour, and all hell breaks loose. What the
Are you're a Bulls fan too?
Yeah, I mean,
When
I
you're
have to be.
if you're watching the NBA, that's the choice.
Honestly, I've been to 2 Pacers games, so I'm more of a Pacers fan than I am a Bulls fan these days, but,
Respect, respect.
like, I still watch them because my entire family will watch the Bulls, so, like,
Yeah.
I'll follow suit and, like, I don't like I said, I don't watch basketball anymore. It's just there's something about it, the game. It's just not fun to watch anymore, plus I kinda hate all the
Yeah.
teams that are good, so
I
I
agree. I'm kinda there with you. I don't really watch it at all. I can't make myself watch it, but I almost shit myself seeing that Luca Anthony Davis trade though.
yeah,
That is
that was
crazy.
insane.
That's
Like,
crazy.
that wasn't super late for you, but, like, me, I was, like, 11:30 at night. I'm, like, trying to go to bed, and I'm just, like, scrolling through Twitter, breaking I'm like, "What did Shams just get, like, hacked on Twitter?" He
Yeah.
just said that he said it's monster trade. Everyone that's, like, commenting under it, is like, "Shams is hacked, Shams hacked," and then,
Right.
like, he doubles down and, like, releases all the details of it, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this just
Whoa.
happened." You They wouldn't double down with just, like, 6 random names combined in a trade that didn't
Exactly.
even
But when
tie.
he had all the details, he's like, "These motherfuckers really think I'm not working right now."
That's so crazy.
Dude, yeah, that was nuts. Like, saw that last night, and I'm like, "Alright, well, I'll see if that's real in the morning." And then in the morning, it was just all I saw. I'm like, "Oh my god."
The thing like, sealed it for me was after he doubled down on it, he tweeted again. I think Stephen A. Smith tweeted, like, some, like, GIF or something, and I'm like, "Oh, this is real." If Stephen A. Smith is commenting on this, this is definitely real.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Dude, it is fucking wild. I might watch the NBA, like, if the playoffs or, like, the finals is, like, exciting in any way, but dude, yeah, I just haven't watched it ever, really, and now it just seems like the game's less fun to watch.
It really I mean, it's like, 1, because your teams suck. It's It's hard to watch when your teams suck and then, like, they're incompetent too, like, as a whole organization. 'Cause, like, that's how it's been for, like, hockey, like, the Blackhawks are, like, incompetent as an organization, right?
Oh, yeah.
The Bears have been up until
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
like,
I gotta ask you
l
about the Bears
last
too.
last year like, up last year, it was, like, the right step towards being good, but then 3 steps back as a whole as an organization, but, like, right now, it seems like we're trending up again.
Yeah.
Again, that's a whole different story, and then, like, the Cubs have been incompetent kind of the last 2
They've been
years.
fucking around.
It's just been like a mediocre roster, and it's like, if you're okay with the mediocre, then by all means go for it, but it's gonna be you're not gonna have good ratings and good support if you're gonna support a terrible roster as a whole. That's what the Bulls are doing. I think the Bulls are owned by, like, the Blackhawks. I think they like the same owner, maybe? They share something, I think.
I think you're right. I don't know the details, but I feel like you're right that
Or
there's
maybe it's the Bulls and the White
some
Sox.
there's some crossover for sure.
There is some there I could be completely saying bullshit, but
We'll say it's
there's
certified
there
facts.
I'm, like, 1000% sure there's 2 random Chicago teams that, like, share ownership, like, with the whoever owns it, and it's like, you just supported mediocrity with both teams, so it's like,
Yeah.
by all means, if both teams are gonna suck and you're okay with it, go for it, you're a billionaire, who cares?
Yeah, for real. That
You're
seems to
making
always
you're making
been
it worse. You're making it worse for everyone else. It sucks.
the whole city just suffers more. If you had to pick one Chicago team, like, tomorrow to just all of a sudden have their shit together, who would you say? Who do you want to pull it together, Mitch?
Wow, that's a loaded
Yeah.
question.
Take your time if you need to.
Uh, honestly, I feel like I would have to say the Bears.
Yeah, I can't blame you there. I've spent a lot of time laughing at the Bears.
I've spent a lot of time, energy, anger, stress watching this team the last 3 years just for it to be just constantly just piled on top of each other,
Yeah.
where at least the Cubs are competitive.
Yeah, they had the same record as the Cardinals last year, which was hilarious to me.
And at least we've also won multiple playoff series in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
The Bears have not won a playoff game in 12 years, 13 years?
Has it been since they, like, went to the Super Bowl?
No, they were in the NFC Championship in 2011, I think? Or is
Oh,
that
okay. Who's the quarterback? Was that Grossman or Cutler?
no, it was Cutler, but he got hurt in the game, like, right
Oh,
away.
okay. Do you
So, yeah,
remember who the backup was?
it was Caleb Haney.
Oh, sick. That's a you're fucked.
That's a bum ass name, right?
Caleb Haney.
That dude could not complete a pass, and he got what was it, BJ Raji? He had, like, a 40-yard interception where then he just starts freaking gyrating his fat right in front of you. Like,
I've definitely seen that. I've definitely seen that big man shaking about.
hey, man, I would do the same. I'm a big man. You can kiss this gut, but, like, damn it, man, not my team. Especially
It
the
hurts a little
Packers
bit
too.
more. Oh, yeah, that's brutal. Wait, was that the NFC Championship against the Packers that year?
Yeah.
That's even worse. That's
So
still
that hurts
really
even more. Yeah.
that hurts. Yeah, that happened to the Packers, and then there was how many years of dominance by the Packers?
I mean, honestly, it's been, like, probably 30 years of dominance
But the
for the
Bears
most part.
finished it, but at the end of the season, the Bears pulled that one out. I remember watching that.
That was our Super Bowl, man. That felt so good.
Yeah, and you made the field goal too. Like, I was like, I dude, you guys in field goals just don't happen well, ever.
Dude, oh, man, I was, like, shitting my pants. I'm like, "This is gonna go terribly for us." I can feel it. It's either gonna get blocked, he's gonna miss it,
So
something,
many
but
opportunities, you don't know.
after how this last season went, I mean, you can't even be surprised anymore. They just
Yeah.
tried a new way to ruin a game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. My,
That's crazy.
'cause you guys played on Thanksgiving, and so my, one of my cousins, her husband is a Bears fan, and so I got to watch him go through, like, the range of emotions throughout the game. It was fantastic.
Oh, that Thanksgiving game was crazy for me too because
Yeah, my god.
I was
That
up
was the one
north
where he
at
didn't
my
call the
mom's.
timeout.
Yeah, yeah, so, like, I was out of town at my mom's house, and there's multiple people over that they were family, but it's like, I don't really watch. football with my extended family.
Yeah.
So, like, the fact that we all got to witness our own self raging as a whole over this game was kind of crazy. It's like out of nowhere, you just hear dude in the other room go, "What the fuck are they doing? What the fuck is that?" And then there's me, it's like, "How the fuck did he not catch that ball? What the fuck?" And then, like, Keenan Allen got, like a penalty for, like, jawing at the ref, and I'm just like,
Oh,
"This
yeah.
motherfucker gets face masked and then gets the penalty called on him."
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like, "What the fuck is this game? This is rigged." And then a dude in the other room, "Yeah, this is rigged." I'm like, "Yeah, at least we're together on something."
Yeah, we're united.
It's so
It's
funny.
amazing.
Yeah, like, I'd never, like, witnessed that before. It's like, usually just watching it with my dad, and we just bullshit, and we're like, "Oh, that was stupid. Oh, we suck. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool." We stay together for a little bit, and we're like, "Oh, we got a chance. Nope, we suck again." But this was just as a collective, just shitting on everything.
for real.
Insane.
And then just the panic at the end of, "Wait, why is he not calling a fucking timeout? What are we doing?"
Oh, man.
I dude,
I don't
just
even have
that
words at this
dude,
point.
just that timeout shit, like, you play Madden once and you can, like, grasp that concept.
Well, you sure as hell better grasp it with a 15-second runoff in Madden.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't have a 15-second runoff unless you let the seconds run off in real life. It's it's so bad.
Dude, it's oh my god. Dude, fucking dub bears.
Yeah. I can't even say that right now. Not until they're
Yeah.
decent.
You can't muster the phrase. What do you think about Caleb Williams? Do you think? Because I saw I pulled here's the one stat I pulled that I was impressed by. 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He didn't throw a lot of interceptions. I'll give him that.
Yeah, they forced him to, like, play safe for, like, I'd say, like, 2/3 of the year. So, I would hope he wouldn't throw interceptions.
Yeah.
I think he did fumble a few times and lost them maybe, but, no one really cares about the fumbles from a quarterback as much as the interceptions, I don't think.
Right.
Uh, I mean, he played good. A lot of it was playing from behind, but you still gotta get back into the game, whether or not the defenses play soft. But, I mean, he definitely showed enough of, like, he's good.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you get sacked 60 times and you coulda had 50 more sacks if you didn't run out of the pocket and get away,
Right.
it's like, how can you even judge him? This man literally
Yeah.
could have got sacked 100 times and got an all-time record, and, like, they would have been more of a laughing stock than they already are, so
Yeah, I agree. Cause like, I wanted to, like, part of me I mean, just because he was on the Bears, like, part of me was, like, not gonna believe in him at all, and then I was like I watched enough to where I'm like, "Okay, yeah, this guy is kind of running for his life most of the time."
Yeah.
He was still he made some crazy fucking plays. Like, he had a couple clips where I'm just like, "Alright, like, I have to put my bias aside." I was definitely wrong in some areas where, like, those clips from college, like, did translate to the NFL, and I'm
Mhm.
like, "Okay, like, he is actually good, but the Bears still suck."
Yeah, I did one of the things too, I don't watch college football at all, but I watched highlights of him from his senior year. I think it was his senior year. I think he played 4 years. Whatever, his last year
I
of
think you're
college.
right, yeah.
His offensive line was terrible, and so he was running for his life in college. So
Yeah.
I would sure hope that you can run for your life. Granted, it's not gonna be as easy against some grown ass men,
Right,
but I mean, you have to make something out of nothing, and he did a decent job at it. He could have been better. He could have like been a little bit safer here and there, but
right.
I mean, he's got a cannon for an arm,
It's
and
crazy. He throws it
when
well.
he is when he like throws a dart, as long as it's not like 60 yards down the field or 40 yards down the field, he is fairly accurate for the most part. Whereas, like if it was Justin Fields, he doesn't have a dart. He can't throw
No,
like
it's not as
distances,
accurate.
and he has to run because he can't make up for it with his throwing capabilities as much. So it's like
Right.
it was a lose-lose situation no matter what for whoever was there, but, like, everyone was like, "Oh, we coulda kept Fields," or, "Oh, we shoulda drafted someone else." It's like, they woulda had the same exact problem and probably did worse.
You're right.
which is
100%, because anybody else would
terrible.
have had a worse arm than Caleb Williams because his arm is really fucking good because he knows he can make those crazy ass throws when he needs to. But yeah, Justin Fields wasn't making those throws, and I don't know anybody else who would have been able to make those fucking throws either that they could have gotten.
If maybe I think everyone got surprised about how Bo Nix played. I think he has it in it.
And Jaden Daniels, I guess. Like, Jaden
Oh yeah,
Daniels was really
yeah.
good too. Like, now that I but, like, also, like, you gotta think, like, before the draft even, like, also with how Caleb Williams was being viewed, like, it seemed like it would've
Mhm.
been crazy not to draft him too.
Yeah. It and the thing is like too, it's like he had the hype because of himself, maybe like 30% of it, but then like the other 70% was media and fan
Yeah.
base, like trying to hype this guy
Like, he's
like
gonna
crazy. So
save
like
the city.
yeah, so he was put in a really high regard. So like if he didn't play perfect, everyone was gonna rip him. Whereas
Yeah,
Gene
you're right.
Daniels doesn't Gene Daniels was good in college this last year, but like he didn't have insane hype around him being like the next maybe top 3 quarterback of all like in of the next 20 years or that kind of thing.
Right, and he was going to a mediocre team too.
Yeah, where everyone thought the Bears were like on paper were gonna be really good. I was wrong.
Right.
I thought we were gonna be
They
500
put a team
maybe,
together.
but yeah, like but then you see what the Commanders did. They put an actual roster together with a
Yeah.
competent head coach, and it all
Threw a
fell.
Hail Mary.
But yeah, did did hype it.
That Hail Mary that started it all.
Honestly, it's so crazy.
Do you have Nam were you watching that one, and do you have Nam flashbacks to that happening?
I wouldn't say non-flashbacks, mainly because I don't know what that's like.
Oh, yeah. But,
But
in all fairness, we were not in Vietnam.
it's like it's exactly the same as how the Chiefs came back and tied the game against the Bills in the playoffs like 3 years ago with 13 seconds. Granted, this was probably like 26 seconds for the Commanders to get down to the field and win. But, like, how do you let that happen?
Yeah.
Li you have to be so dumb as a whole. It's not just one player, it's not just this dude tipping the ball and then not being on the guy who's standing in the back of the end zone. This is a collective whole coaching and players. We're just dumb.
Yeah.
Like, you can't let them get 20 yards to then get a Hail Mary. You can't let the quarterback have 20 seconds to throw the ball on the Hail Mary. Like, being facetious, it wasn't 20 seconds, but, like, you
Yeah.
can't let him
It was a
stand back
long
there.
time. He had a lot of time. So
And
much time.
you also cannot rush 3, have 7 back, and then have 1 guy just in the middle of the field in case Jane Daniels runs. Why would he run the ball?
Yeah.
He's at midfield. He's not
Right.
taking off for a touchdown. Why would you put a QB spy in the middle of the field?
I
Like,
forgot about the QB spy. Just in the middle of the field, just doing nothing.
and the other thing is, how does that guy not know, "What am I doing here? I should go run at the quarterback."
Yeah.
What are you gonna do standing in midfield? What are we gonna return the interception and fumble it, and you gotta be there in the middle of the field? No. The
Yeah.
the ball is gonna hit the ground or it's gonna be an interception or touchdown and get kneeled. It's just like it's so much incompetence where it's like, that's what angers me. Not that we lost, I can stomach a loss, but it's just like
How
so many
every
things that
direction.
trickle down to just being dumb.
Yeah.
I coulda coached the team better in 20 seconds there,
Oh, I believe you.
and I know fucking nothing outside of going for fake punts at Madden all the time.
Hell yeah.
That's all I know.
What do you think the success rate is on those fake punts?
0%. I fail every time.
Dude, the fake punt is hard. The fake field goal is a little easier.
At least you're throwing to a tight end, and
Yeah.
usually you can I feel like sometimes you can, like, get a good thrower as the holder. The punter, when they're sitting in the middle of midfield,
They suck.
it's like fucking deer in headlights. They don't know what's
Oh,
going
yeah.
on.
If dude, especially if they're about to get hit, they're not throwing a good one.
At least you're throwing to your starting tight end on a field goal usually because he's on
Yeah.
the edge. You're throwing to a backup lineman or the 3rd string tight end or the 3rd string running back on the fake punts.
Yeah.
It's no bueno.
Terrible design, dude.
It's bad. It's so bad.
Dude, there's nothing like seeing like a kicker or a punter just get fucking just destroyed.
just get laid out.
Just get wrecked. Like, they feel so it's
Oh
like
my
a
god.
deer getting hit by a car.
You just go lifeless after they just get smoked.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, that's so
Be
funny.
It'd be great to be one of those guys at the NFL because you just get paid to kick balls and shit, like, it'd be cool, but yeah, dude, if you're out there with, like, people who will kill you.
Yeah, it's like, "Oh, you're gonna trust me to throw the ball? This is out of my pay grade."
Yeah, for real, it's like, imagine being, like, a kicker or punter, they're, like, trying to install those plays, and you're just not excited about it, you're like, "You know what? No, I'm not excited to throw the ball, I'm gonna get fucking killed whenever you call this." Like the
They
Colts when they
honestly
try to call those fucking fake
yeah.
plays and they fuck it up.
Oh my gosh, they're trick plays. Trick plays. Oh my god. Yeah, oh god, that's so bad. Like, some of them, like, though, when they do those trick plays, like, whether it's the punter or kicker throwing it, they throw it like a decent spiral. I'm like, y'all
Yeah.
literally have they have to practice it like 100 times to be able to do that. You got
Yeah.
me, I'd throw a wobbler. I would just, like I'd underhand it just to make it, like, look decent, like,
Just to get
it's
it
not
there.
it's not going far. It's not looking pretty either.
I think the fucking, was it the Bills that did a fake punt and threw it, like, last weekend? I swear I thought there was a
Oh,
team
the
that did
Commanders
it.
did. The
The
Commanders did.
Commanders did, okay.
They did it in, like, their own 30 too. Like, that was pretty wild.
Yeah, you're right, it was the Commanders.
That's crazy. They got those are pretty big balls to do that in the NFC
Dude, that was a
Championship
good
game.
throw too, he dropped it in there.
Yeah, I don't remember the punter's name. I think he's been around though. But yeah, he threw a dime.
He
Yeah, it
did.
was all kinda wide open, but
Yeah, easy throw, we coulda done it.
I keep getting
Yeah,
notifications about
I think did you get one about Jimmy Butler?
yeah, I thought they were just saying he got traded,
That's
and I was
that's
like,
why I was
"Oh,
like, I know he
okay."
wants to be traded. Apparently, he was raising hell. He wants out.
I think he stopped showing up.
He did, dude. They suspended him because he stopped coming. They're just doing that shit in professional
The
sports.
poor guy, that's so crazy.
He's probably getting fined out the ass.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't care. I mean, shit, he's probably made $200,000,000. Wait, no. Of course he's made 200 he's probably made, like, $700,000,000 in his career.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't think
doing
he
good.
cares.
He's had more than one contract for sure. There's been multiple Jimmy Butlers.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Do you know, are the A's gonna get a new team name ever?
I think the next like 3 years they are just gonna be called the Athletics.
Really?
Yeah, that's they're gonna play in Sacramento and they're just gonna be called the Athletics.
Not like Sacramento at all, just
No, not the Vegas Athletics, not the Oakland, not the Sacramento, just the
dang,
Athletics.
not even the athletics baseball team?
No, yeah, they can't even pull that off. They can't even do what the
That's
Commanders
crazy.
did. Washington football
I
team.
was just thinking about that because Washington became the football team. In hockey, Arizona moved to Utah, so now they're called the Utah Hockey Club right now before they changed their name.
Really?
Yeah, it's so bad.
I remember reading about, like, their stadium bullshit and how they were gonna be out of there, and I didn't know that was the fallout of that. So they moved to Utah?
They moved to Utah, and I think they're in, like, a random, like, auditorium. I don't even think it's, like or maybe it's, like, a college, like, auditorium or, like, building that
Damn,
they use. So,
that's an NHL team, that sucks.
at least I think that's what it was, or that's what it was in Arizona before they left. It's one of the 2.
Yeah,
So, like, they don't have an actual stadium.
they're
They're not gonna
displaced.
have a yeah, they're not gonna have a team name for the rest of this year. They have some ugly ass team name decisions that they
Oh,
decided on. And I was just thinking, I'm like, the A's need to, like you can't get rid of their team name as the A's.
yeah.
Like, you just can't because that's historic, but, like, what I was I'm like, are they gonna be called the
Or, like,
athletic baseball
The
team?
Vegas A's? I don't know.
The Vegas A's kinda that sounds way too close to the Aces, which is the WNBA team.
True.
I think that's I think they're called the Aces.
Yeah, there's definitely one called the Aces.
I think that's Vegas. But, yeah, like, they're gonna have to come up with something. That's man, I feel so bad for them.
Dude,
Like
so do
like, the
I.
fans, the players, they gotta that's so terrible.
Dude, it is a terrible
comparatively.
fucking thing to, like, have happen because it is literally just your baseball team that is now gone.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand relocation, but, like, there's relocation and then there's this. You are,
Yeah.
like you're downsizing, like, ridiculously. Like, are they playing at, like, a single A place?
It's a triple A stadium
Okay.
in Sacramento. It's the Giants triple A team that they're gonna share a fucking stadium with.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They didn't even get to, like, have the stadium to just themselves? That's
No, I'm pretty sure yeah, they are sharing the fucking stadium with a triple A team, dude. Like that, because like you're right, because that's the thing that fucking blows about it. Because it's like you take it away from Oakland after people were like, "Hey, like start spending money on the team." Like, because like I've always believed like there were fans there in Oakland, and like
Oh,
they do exist,
absolutely.
but they literally never gave their players extensions. Like if like by the time that a player was about to be a free agent, that was one of their like homegrown guys. Like they all get traded.
Yeah, I mean, shit, like, back in the day, they had Mark Molter, he was great, and he becomes a Cardinal,
True.
right? I think he went to the Cardinals, wasn't the other way
He
around.
he was definitely on the Cardinals, yeah.
And then they had Barry Zito, and then he goes to, like, the Giants and someone else, I think.
Yeah.
Like
Like
you're not
like
retaining anyone.
they had Josh Donaldson at one point.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
there's like Matt Olson, fucking Matt
Yep.
Chapman. Like again, dudes could just go off listing
That's
names. Like we could go off this
that's
listing.
crazy, though. Those are some good players too, they just let him walk.
Yeah. Like they gave Brent Rooker an extension, which is like cool. Like he deserves it. But it's like you did that shit like after you left.
Shit, he probably get traded on that contract because it's, like, a really friendly contract too.
Yeah, it's like
Like,
5
at
years,
their team.
60,000,000. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
that's nothing for, like, 90% of baseball teams.
It's a
It's
drop in the bucket, but a
crazy.
huge, huge deal for the A's because 'cause they've never done that.
Wait, was, like, their largest contract ever, wasn't it?
I think technically it was fucking Luis Severino's 3 now but hold on to your shit, Mitch. 3 years, like 67,000,000 or something is what Luis Severino, Mitch, of I know and like a probably above average starting pitcher for a
Right,
probably. Like, he was pretty good
right.
last year, but, like, before that, like, he wasn't good not that long ago, you know? So, like, you
Yeah.
really don't know to a certain degree is the way that I would view it. Like, he should be good, but, like, if he's not good, like, if you're surprised, that's your fault. Like, that's my opinion. But, like,
So,
yeah, that's the guy, and that's the contract.
it's one of those things. He bounced around the Yankees and the Mets. So if
Yes.
neither of the New York teams want you,
Yes.
surely you're not that good. You
Yeah.
can, like, have flashes, but, like, well, he becomes probably the A's opening day starter, doesn't he?
Oh, he's the guy now, dude. He's the best.
Oh, poor dude. Pitching in Triple A stadium,
In
man.
Sacramento, dude. Apparently, it gets
Oh my
hotter than tits there. It gets hot.
well, I mean, like, no disrespect, who the hell wants to go to Sacramento?
No one. What?
Like I could rip off, like, 3 different cities in LA or in California I would go to before I go to Sacramento.
I agree. I'm sorry,
That is
Sacramento, but I went to Oakland so that I could, like, see a game there last year, and I would go to Oak well, now I don't know because 'cause they're not there, but I'd like to say actually, now I don't know. I don't know if I'd choose Oakland now, but
the I think the Warriors play in Oakland, don't they?
yeah, but I think they moved to,
They
like,
probably
more of
play
the
outside.
the San Francisco part, so,
Okay,
like, I
okay.
guess I could say San Francisco now instead
Yeah,
of Oakland. That's like, "Oh, I'd go to San Francisco." And then, there's
that's
San
crazy, man.
Diego. Like,
San Diego, yeah.
I'd probably go to Anaheim before Sacramento. Anaheim is closer to LA,
Oh,
I think.
I didn't even think about Anaheim. Make it 4.
And that's where
Hot damn.
the Angels are, but they're called the Los Angeles Angels, which, like, if you look at a map, Mitch, it's, like, not even close. Like, they
Well,
are
yeah, yeah, because they used to be the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, but they took that out of the name. Yet
yeah.
they don't play in Los Angeles, like, that's some great marketing there.
Yeah, great job, guys. And then they fucked everything up after that.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, speaking of the Angels, what did you think about the whole, Ohtani thing? I know he doesn't play in the Angels anymore, but
Oh, dude. I like the whole thing
the
with him,
the
like,
gambling thing with his interpreter?
oh, I'm too biased towards loving the guy, so I didn't think that he was guilty, but I was also like, there was part of me that was like, okay, like, don't be surprised if you find out like someone, like a fucking athlete isn't perfect. But
Oh,
like
dude.
I don't think he did that shit, but I mean, it's hard to entirely, like, refuted if somebody's like, "Yeah, he might have knew more than, than we're known to believe." Like, it's hard to not think that at the same time.
I don't think you could possibly know or not know that a dude who's your interpreter, who I guess he's your friend, but,
And they're around each other a lot.
but
I
you're around
mean,
each other
publicly all the time.
95% of every day or every week probably. He has the access to your accounts?
Yeah.
Why?
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 He's like an
Wha
employee.
Yeah, yeah, it's not like he's your best friend, you're gonna lend him $20 or in this case, 2,000,000 or something stupid like that. Like, ho and then how do you not know he's taking that much money from you? It
Yeah.
I'll take
'Cause
any reason to
Shohei,
hate the
because
Dodgers, but
he's gotta be a smart guy. Like, Shohei's not an idiot.
yeah, I mean, if he was an idiot, he would stayed in stayed on the Angels.
100%. He would have signed
Like,
for $100 million.
and if he was stupid, he would've not took deferred money so they could build a stupid team. So,
Yeah,
like, I would say I'll take any reason to hate on the Dodgers or any of their players realistically, but
that's fair.
I don't I still think about that, like, every, like, few months. I mean, how do you get away with this still as a whole?
Yeah.
It just makes no sense to me.
I wonder if, like, if we end up getting more details, like, as the years go on and, like, as the time has passed, like, people are naturally gonna care less, so then, like, MLB is like, "Okay, like, we can soften this blow now to, like, our most marketable player." I don't know.
Yeah, it's also one of those things. Rob Manfred wants nothing to do with any sort of conspiracy in his game.
Yeah, and
So, like,
I wouldn't put it past MLB in any way to silence some shit if they wanted it silenced.
yeah,
I believe that so strongly. Like, if they
yeah,
don't want us to know something, they don't care. Like, they will keep it from us.
especially after the Astros cheating, and they did nothing
Yeah.
other than like slap him on the wrist.
Yeah,
They will
Jesus.
do anything to keep their beloved game intact
Absolutely. And then do all
because
that shit and keep shit from us and then be like, "Hey, the golden at bat rule."
honestly, that's criminal.
Fucking
It's so bad.
people.
Because I mean, like, there's so with like betting and everything now, like, there's gonna be allegations and something's gonna crack down in every sport. But
Yeah.
like, if it happens in baseball, it honestly could kill baseball maybe because they've already had
Yeah.
problems with it in the past. So, like, if they were to have something that ruins their game, yeah,
And especially if it
I'll have them on
involves
break list.
Shohei. If it
Yeah,
involves
yeah,
Shohei and then, like, everybody who's, like, still on the outside of baseball, like, who is aware of Shohei because he's so huge, but then all they would know is that, Shohei's really good at baseball and there was some gambling shit, and then their opinion of baseball is immediately lower. Like, the effect of just that would be, like, pretty immense, I feel like.
yeah. Because there's a dude in basketball who got banned, I think, last year,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was like a fringe, like, G League player. I didn't even know his name. No one knows
Mhm.
his name. He gets banned from betting, no one cares. Like, "Oh, cool, the Raptors lost 1 player, big whoop. They suck
Right.
anyways." Like, if it happens with the Dodgers with a top 5 player in the league,
Yeah.
that would kill everything.
It's a
And honestly
nightmare.
honestly, I'm kinda here for it if it was to happen.
Yeah, the chaos would be really fucking interesting. The chaos
Ye
itself would almost make me wanna see something happen.
it would bring utter shame to the Dodgers franchise, which would also be cool.
Just be like, "Yeah,
'Cause
you guys can win the World Series, whatever." Oh, dude, if they win next year, I'm gonna be so not thrilled for the game of baseball.
I mean, it's bad enough I didn't watch it all last year. I didn't watch the World Series at all either because who the fuck wants to watch the Dodgers Yankees in
Yeah.
2024?
I watched it, but I was hard rooting for the Yankees. I mean, I like even though I'm here and all that, I was like, man, I for the sake of baseball, I want the Yankees to do it. The Yankees were the team where I'm like, okay, like if they do it, I'm gonna be so fine with it. I don't care. But the Dodgers literally just spent like 800, a billion, whatever fucking dollars, and then won like the next year, dude. Like it was guaranteed they were gonna win eventually, but they won literally the next year after doing that.
Yeah.
And then this offseason, they just went and signed every good bullpen guy, pretty much. They signed Tommy Edman to an extension. They got
Mhm,
Teoscar back. I don't even
mhm.
want to fucking rethink it. They got they who else? They got
Then
Roki
did they get
Sasaki.
yep, yep. It's
I mean, they don't have room for, like, all of the starting pitchers who would, like, potentially be starting pitchers, and, like, they still
yeah,
haven't even, like, re-signed Clayton Kershaw yet. So,
that's crazy. I
dude,
didn't even
it's
know that.
like it's fucking nuts. It's like they have the entire team.
Did they someone just walked though from their starting rotation, didn't he?
Oh, Walker Buehler, yeah, he's with the Red Sox now, if
Ooh.
that's who you were thinking of.
Yeah, 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 but, like, he'd been so injured also, so
Yeah, he was. But
I
dude,
didn't
yeah,
know.
I wanted the Yankees to do it. I've always liked Giancarlo Stanton. Like he's a fucking
Yeah.
he's a big hitter.
Yeah, I mean, it's never been like, "Oh, he's a stand-up person, he deserves it." So, like, it'd be cool to see a handful of these guys get one because they might
Yeah,
not get one.
exactly.
Like, I would've pulled for him because Rizzo was on the Yankees, but, like, uh, it was a strict hate watch of Dodgers, Mets, in the NLCS
Yeah.
after the Padres couldn't finish their one job.
God
So,
damn.
as after that happened, I hate watched the NLCS, and then I was like, "I'm not even gonna attempt to hate watch this World Series. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
not watch it."
You just abstained. That's fair.
And if they win it again this year, it's one of those things where I think it's terrible for the sport if you have one team's dominate forever.
I agree. I think that for baseball is terrible. That for most sports usually just pisses people off anyway.
Yeah, like, I mean, I kinda hated the Astros being in the, like, World Series or ALCS every year. Over like, after they lost to the Nationals, which they shouldn't have lost to the Nationals, I was
Yeah.
kinda over, like, them being, like, great and always great. I was like, "Eh, they're great. I can deal with it." Now,
Right.
like, the Chiefs in football, like, I kinda wanna see them win and get 3 in a row and then hopefully never make it again,
Yeah.
but I'd also love to see them lose because and stick it to them. And I hate the Dodgers more than I hate the Chiefs, so if the Dodgers were to do it, to go 2 in a
Yeah,
row,
what's worse?
let alone they've been in probably the NLCS every year,
So
probably.
much.
The last, like, 6 years, it feels like,
Yeah.
give or take, maybe.
And then they won
Uh,
in 2020, but that shit, like, half doesn't matter.
yeah, you played the Rays, that doesn't count.
Yeah, you played the Rays and there was no fans and there was 60 games.
You you motherfucking Tyler Glass now getting taken out of the game, and Blake Snell getting taken out of the game.
Yeah, and now they're both on the Dodgers.
Holy shit. Yeah, okay, baseball's rigged. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. It's
It's so
nuts. That's why
stupid.
they can't, cause like, if they win again this year, it's just like, okay, like, they've spent the most money the last, like, 2 off seasons. Clearly, that's what you do. Other teams just can't compete. That's on them. Ha, ha, ha. Let's keep winning.
It's not it may and there's no logical sense to spend that much money every year,
Yeah.
especially for, like, teams that aren't gonna generate as much revenue. Like, realistically, the Cubs, Yankees, Mets, all the LA teams. Is there another New York? No, not this. Maybe like the teams from Texas. Like they're
Yeah.
and maybe the teams from Florida. Probably not though because they suck. But
Right, they do
they'll
suck.
objectively have the most revenue because of nicer stadiums, ticket prices, that kind of
There's
stuff.
more yeah, more people
The more
coming and
ads, all that kind of stuff. Like it'll
right.
accumulate. So like it makes sense for them to spend a little bit more. but I like, how do they even like, there's the only other way they can probably make money is the fact that they win everything,
Yeah,
the Dodgers. Because like, how are you supposed to make money when you have this much money shelled out?
exactly.
How the money means nothing to them at this point. Like, it hardly
Right.
exists probably in their eyes, so, like, they don't even care if they're spending that much money. But it's
Right,
just, like,
yeah.
not fair to everyone else because you know, like, half the teams in baseball probably don't even spend half of what the Dodgers spend,
Yeah, there's no way it's even close.
especially the outer market teams, like, especially your A's now. They'll be lucky to they'll be lucky to spend $100 on a player,
Yeah,
you
dude,
know?
it's, like, not gonna happen at all.
They wouldn't even cover the tab if they go out to McDonald's as a team.
No, yeah, they're like, "No, you have to pay for the soda in the clubhouse too, motherfuckers."
Oh my god, they don't even cater food for their team. Go DoorDash food, bro.
Yeah, pack a lunch, idiot.
Get back a ham sandwich with gold here.
Be brutal.
That being said, I would do that every day.
Yeah, that's me at work. I just pack a sandwich.
Yeah, I was just freaking attacked myself there. That's terrifying.
So to say that's me, but I'm also not in the major leagues. If I'm in the major leagues, I'm not packing a fucking sandwich. If I'm
Oh,
me, I'm
man.
packing a sandwich. But no, I'm in the major league.
Yeah, I just, that's just that's why I can't watch the games because you just know the Dodgers are gonna do something. It's just
Yeah. I mean, I think that it'll still be a exciting year and whatever. But yeah, it's like the Dodgers are just gonna win 100 some games. They're gonna get talked about most of the year. And hopefully, I mean, I don't know. I really haven't thought much about it. I know that the fucking Dodgers are gonna win 100 games. That's a given. Like they're gonna get hurt but still be good, and that's just what it is. They're gonna win the division. It's fine.
I don't even know who could beat them, realistically. I can't even think of a team that could beat them in 7 games,
Yeah,
in 5
I don't
games.
think the Padres have done a lot this offseason either.
They lost players too, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I couldn't tell you who, but
Yeah,
I mo most teams lose players in the offseason. Alright, but oh, no, wait, they lost Blake Snell, didn't they? Yeah.
they did. Yeah, you're
Yep.
right. Or he might have been
Oh, no, he was on the Giants.
yeah, he was on the Giants, but he was over there. They lost that, what was his name? Hae-Sung Kim, one of their infielders.
Right, yeah.
I think they lost him.
Sounds right.
And then they didn't get Roki Sasaki because the Cubs got him, or the fucking Dodgers got him.
Dodgers, yeah.
Imagine, sorry.
Dude, oh, man.
You guys have that Shotei Imanage guy, though. He's fucking good.
Oh, he's incredible.
He's so
I don't know
good.
if he can have as good of a year. You'd like to think he could, but I have no idea.
He was really good. There's one fantasy league that I've been in for, like, years and years, and, like, I've never drafted a Cubs player on that team until him, I'm pretty sure.
I'm surprised you even drafted him because, like, I don't think anyone knew how good he was gonna be.
Yeah, it was a deep enough league to where, like, it mattered to where, like, he would've came into play, but it was later. It was definitely later in the draft that I got him, and he ended up being, like, the best fucking one on that team.
Oh, yeah. Shit, I mean, I remember I drafted Justin Steele, and I was, like, super gassed about that, and then he freaking pulls me the first game, out for 2.5 months.
It
I'm like,
fucking
"Great,
sucks.
there goes my boy."
Hell yeah. Yeah, you excited for the 2nd year of the fucking season here?
I am looking forward to it. I don't remember which or were we doing a keeper or
Yeah,
keepers? I don't remember.
it's looking like because I did that poll, and I'm still waiting on 2 answers on that poll, so I need to see if a couple fellows will still be in it next year, but,
Right.
it looks like everybody will get to keep 1 player is probably what it'll be. At one point, I thought it was gonna be 3, but I feel like I'd rather do 1 if we're gonna, like, add teams because I wanna make it 10 teams this year if I can.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, one's probably good because I mean, everyone will probably keep their first pick from last year,
Yeah,
unless it
like
was a bad
1
pick.
yeah, and then, like, next year, like, say if we have 10 teams next year, and then, like, if it seems like we all are, staying and everything, and we all wanna keep more, then, like, we can keep more, and I'll just do, like, another one of those survey things and just see what people think.
Mhm. Gotcha. I'm trying. I don't even remember who was on my team outside of Aaron Judge. So and Francisco Lindor because he's part of that
Oh,
club.
yeah, because of the name.
Oh,
Yeah, do you let me I'm about to pull up your team, I'm curious.
oh, I'm looking at it now. This is a weird ass team I had.
Dude, yeah, you had Goldie, you
This
had
is a very
Adolis.
weird team.
Adolis did not have a great year.
Oh, I was gonna mention this about this. I had Isaac Paredes and I had Christopher Morel on my team. They got traded for each other that year, last year.
Yeah,
That was that I remember, like, I picked up on that. I was like, "Wow, both of my players just got traded to each other." That
they
is
got
so wild.
traded between your team.
It is so crazy. And then
That's
before, like,
wild.
very mid, before and after. It's like nothing changed.
Yeah, they both seem to be, like, low average, hopefully hit 20 home runs guys.
Yeah. Oh god, oh my god, they're very similar. They both batted like 240.
Who do you think you're gonna try to keep?
I probably have to keep Judge, don't I?
It's hard not to. I don't yeah, I don't know who else you'd keep.
I don't think a pitcher's worth it because there's so many pitchers available.
That's true. There's a lot of pitchers, and it's not gonna be Lindor.
Absolutely. That's hilarious.
FLHC.
To change the theme name. That's so
You'll get
funny.
to change it as soon as he's off the I gotta figure out how to, like, do that keeper like, do the keeper settings and whatever, and so once I figure that shit out, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, wait, did Aaron Judge win AL MVP?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Okay,
definitely did.
I didn't even know he had a fucking monster year because he was out for, like, the first month, I felt like, with a foot
I
injury
I
or something.
I think he missed a little bit, but he played a majority of the year. He just pretty much wrecked shit all year.
Yeah, that's insane. Wow, that's wild. How do you not know how good your player did? That's crazy.
It's probably your number 1 pick.
But he was, yeah. No, it was him and Garrett Cole I picked back to back, I remember that.
Oh,
And
nice.
Garrett Cole was out to start the year, I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah, I remember
Uh,
we talked about that a little bit, I think, Garrett Cole was out.
I think they put him on the IL, like, 2 days after we drafted, and I was,
Yeah.
like, fuming because 'cause I'm like, "How the hell was I supposed to know he was gonna be on the IL immediately?"
Dude, that shit's the worst. That's the worst, like, right after you draft a guy, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, that happens when you play fantasy football. Someone
Oh,
tears their
yeah.
ACL for a week, you draft him, it's like, "Okay, cool. I'll just
Great.
drop him for the year. Thanks for
Yeah.
the pick."
Yeah, thanks, Christian McCaffrey. It's always him.
It literally is. I had him, like, the 1 year he didn't, like, have a season-ending injury in, like, the first 3 weeks of the year,
Oh,
and I'm pretty
good.
sure he won, like, offensive player of the year that year, and
Yeah.
I won the title that year, and
I
I'm
was
like,
about to ask you that, like, did you
yeah,
win?
yeah, like,
Yes.
it was back in, like, 2016 or whatever it was, like, the glory days.
Dude, that one season made everybody fall in love with him, and it's just like, "Oh, okay, so you're gonna win me my league."
Yeah, and then you have to go check out some hunky dory German doctors to tell you you got tendonitis in your Achilles, bud.
Yeah, and then miss, like,
GG.
the entire season. Oh, fuck. Well, shit, brother. Thanks for hopping on and doing this, man. This is a good time.
Yeah, for sure, that was fun. I didn't even it's been 2 hours. I didn't realize that.
Dude, it's been a fast 2 hours. I just looked up. I was looking at my little bit I have for notes and seeing if there's anything else I wanted to fucking ask you here, but dude, yeah, it's been a good time. We covered a lot of bases of sports, I feel like. We've had a good good dialogue.
Yeah, I mean, all I do is watch sports and play video games, so I feel like I'm educated on something here.
We're very similar beasts.
Similar beasts, yet the same animal.
Similar beasts, yet the same animal. Put that on a shirt.
I think that was like a old ass commercial with Kobe
Similar
Bryant, I
beings,
think.
yet the
It was
same
like
animal.
or maybe it might have been like a fake commercial, but it was like Kobe Bryant was like, "You" it's like, "Are you a different beast, yet the same animal?" And then the guy's talking to me goes, "What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant?"
He's like, "What the fuck do you mean?"
That had to be like a fake, like, meme video or something, but it looked identical like an advertisement.
I feel like I
I don't
know
know what
what,
the hell
like,
it was.
video you're talking about. You said was that Gatorade?
It might have been. That sounds like I feel like he was probably the poster for Gatorade in the early 2000s.
Dude, that's I feel like that could be it. Are you a different different beast, but the same animal? Gatorade.
Dude, oh my I used to quote that all the time because it makes no fucking sense.
It really doesn't. I'm trying to make it make sense, and it doesn't.
You can't piece it together.
The fuck?
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh, fuck. Well, Mitch, any last second Cubs predictions you wanna throw in here
Oh,
at the end of the wire?
jeez. How long has free agency been going on? It's been going on for, like, 3 weeks now, hasn't it?
It's been a while, probably a few months. It's February now.
'Cause, like, everything usually trickles down after the big guys go at the winter meetings or, like, right after the winter meetings. I
Yeah.
feel like there's still so many people on the trade block and, like, free agents that are available.
Yeah, Alex Bregman's still unsigned.
So, yeah, I mean, like,
Pete
you mentioned
Alonso.
Arenado's gonna get traded. Yeah, Alonso's gonna have to get traded. They're not gonna pay him,
Yeah,
I
like,
don't think,
he's and he'll have to sign, I think, before spring training. Like, there's no way that he's gonna, like, hold out that long, I feel like.
'cause it's only gonna hurt yourself if you hold out.
Yeah,
Like, both money and you're not gonna be, like, ready to start the season.
exactly.
So, um, it's hard because I fucking hate the Brewers, and I think
Yeah.
they're gonna win the division again probably because it's
I
a
hate that
mediocre division,
idea.
but it's like, I just want us to be over 500 because 'cause we've been under 500, I think, the last 2 years, just barely.
Yeah. I
So
think last year we were both 80 like, what the fuck was it? Like, 83 and 81 or something? Wait, no, does that math add up? I know the Cardinals and the Cubs had the same record.
really?
Yeah, last year, I know.
Oh, we were over 500.
Wait, it was,
That
like,
shows
by
that
3 games, wasn't it?
4. That shows how little I watch
Oh,
baseball.
okay, 4 games. Okay, 83 and 79, that math makes sense.
It's one of the you can't start the year so terrible and expect to, like, be able to change it. I know
Yeah,
there's a lot of games, but, like, if you start the first 2.5 months in the gutter so bad, you can't fix your season.
yeah,
It's not like it's football and you play 17 games, so, like, you could win 6 in a row and, like, fix your season. You gotta win, like, 30 in a row to fix your season in that kind of regard, and
exactly.
that's not happening unless you're the Dodgers.
Right.
So, I if they're contending for a playoff spot or a wild card spot, I'll be happy, but they still need to, like, overhaul
Be a
their
winning
bullpen.
team.
Yeah, I mean, their bullpen was terrible last year, and they let everyone go except for, like, 2 guys,
Mhm.
and they just signed a bunch of no-name guys no one knows, I think, for the most part. So it's gonna be probably the same shit, different story,
Yeah,
but
assuming, like, Presley can be good. If Presley can be good, then at least there's some help there. At least you know that, like, you won't blow it if you're winning in the ninth inning more often than
hopefully.
not. Like, that's a
Yeah.
step that, like, if they take that, like, that'll fucking help. Because like, even though the Cardinals were mid as fuck, like, without Ryan Helsley, like, we're below 500
Mhm.
by a lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, shit, he throws freaking
He
missiles.
he throws so fucking hard.
Yeah, but yeah, I think they still need a third baseman. If they can get a third baseman, I think we'll be in a good spot.
That'd be neat. But dude, they could still have the former Astros crew. They should just complete it. Just
They
get
really
Alex
should.
Bregman.
That'd be so funny because, like, at the moment, I think they have to start, uh, what the shit? Matt Shaw. I think he was the rookie.
Matt Shaw.
He was drafted not this past draft, but 2 drafts ago,
Okay.
or maybe 3 ago. I don't know. But he's like a second baseman, but also a third baseman. And Nico Horner is going to play second base because he plays
Oh,
really good second
okay.
base. So he's gonna have to play third, or you're gonna have to trade him for a third baseman, I guess, because they traded some dude for Tucker, who was their like pick in the last year's draft or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, and, who the fuck? Because you guys
We
don't have
traded his name.
Christopher Morel anymore. Didn't he play
No,
third base? Or
he
no?
played third, yeah, and then we traded Isak Paredes and our most recent draft pick for Kyle Tucker, who
And
I think might have been
Paredes
he was
also
our
played
third
third.
baseman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so unless you're gonna move Matt Bush to third base
Oh my
or
god. I hate listen, Mitch, what I'm about to say is awful, and what I'm about to say, if it
I
happens,
hate
it
him.
will make me fling myself off the balcony. If Nolan Arenado somehow the all of the
Don't even
dudes that
finish
we
it.
were I don't
I know you can't
that
finish it.
we're
Don't do
gonna
it.
leave it right there. We're gonna leave it right there,
Don't do
and
it.
and even that is too much. I cannot exaggerate that enough. If it
It's
happens,
not
I will
possible.
fully blame myself for exactly what just happened. This will come out on Friday, and if especially if it happens on Friday, Mitch, I'm gonna have some problems with the universe. 'Cause, like, like, my mouth will get me in trouble and, like, I
Yeah.
jinx myself all the time. So I'm, like, actively regretting what I just said. So you are the first witness to if it happens, Mitch, we did something terribly wrong here.
I think hell would have to freeze over and then some for that to happen. There's no way those 2 teams would trade unless he'd
Yeah.
have to get released. He would have to
Especially
get
a
released.
star. Yeah, a star, Nolan Arenado, who I know loves St. Louis and doesn't really want to leave. Like, if that happened,
Yeah.
that image in my head is fucked up. It's not good.
Yeah, so I I would be happy if this team contends for a wild card spot and just brings a little bit of life back
Yeah.
'cause it's been lackluster. What's your expectations for the Cardinals?
That's I'm in such a similar boat as you. I feel like above all else, if we're a winning ball club, that's like the floor, in my opinion. I won't be happy if we're like below 500. And so,
Mhm.
I mean, if they but also this year they've said like, "Oh, like we don't expect to go to the playoffs, whatever." And then the Cubs have signed Kyle Tucker. So like I can't be surprised if there's some kind of imbalance between our teams here. So I
Yeah.
feel like if like Jordan Walker or Nolan Gorman take like a really big step, I feel like I'll be happy and I'll be like, okay, one of these two guys who I was like the first two guys who I was like actually excited for when the Cardinals drafted them because I realized I'm like they're younger than me, and that's crazy that there's going to be Cardinals players younger than me. Finally, I had that realization a while ago because like damn, we're like getting older now, and and so if one of them has a good year, then I'll be really happy. But also, like, I'm gonna be overall unhappy if they're just a bad team, and that's possible. So, I
Yeah.
mean, if Gorman or Walker has a good year, then we'll call that enough of a success. But if neither of them have a good year and the Cardinals are below 500, then I'm gonna be like, all right, well that blows.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kinda the same way. You know what to expect from the names on the Cubs. I would love to see Pete Crow Armstrong have, like, a good year and, like,
Yeah,
assert himself 'cause we don't really have any other young guys. Everyone else is kinda seasoned for the most part in the big
yeah,
leagues. Or I guess if we don't get a third baseman, we're gonna have a rookie or first or second year guy being third base, but
some guy, yeah. And Pete's fast as fuck. Like that's the one thing with Pete that could be fun.
yeah, you just gotta not play at 120% at all times, you know, dial it down to, like, playing at, like, 80 to 90%,
Right.
like, 'cause you just you play too hard, you're gonna get yourself in bad situations as a youngin,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Especially a youngin who's trying to steal bases and run in the outfield and shit. You can't run into that ivy. You're gonna hurt yourself. That's just a wall.
Yeah. There th that is not actually soft, it is brick.
It is,
You
yeah,
will and
there is
you'll get a
brick back
concussion.
there. Yeah. You
I've seen fair share of Junior Lake running full speed, tripping, hitting head first into
Yeah.
the door in the outfield and at Wrigley and gets knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. Shout
So
out Junior Lake.
what a name, Junior Lake. I don't
Junior Lake.
if my parents called me that, I'd be pissed.
Junior Lake.
My parents gave my birth name as Junior, I'd be throwing hands.
Junior. That's such a tough like, first name. Like, no, you're not a junior. You're not the same name as your dad. Your name is Junior. Be like, "Hello, Junior." That's your name. Get fucked, you know?
If he had a kid and called him Junior, he'd be Junior Senior, and he'd be Junior Junior,
Yeah.
and
It's a mess.
that's oh, I don't even wanna think about that.
I know.
That's abysmal.
But thank God he made it to the big leagues to play for the Cubs, though, when they were at their most shitty.
Yeah, for a season and a half.
Yeah. S Shout out Junior Lake. Dude, also, one final remembrance to Joey Gallo. Hopefully, he gets a shot this year.
Speaking of the Joey Gallo podcast.
The Joey Gallo episode. You were talking about, like, right fielders, and maybe reminded me of that Joey
Oh,
Gallo
man.
or however long of a Joey Gallo analysis that was. That was pretty great.
That was so that
We're just like, "This fucking guy, what the hell?"
Hey, would you look at that? Jack Flaherty just signed with the Tigers.
I saw that, 35,000,000? 2
Yeah,
years?
that's what it said.
Nice.
Good for him. Tigers are gonna be I don't know. Fuck 'em. Fuck him and the Tigers, I don't care.
Yeah, who cares? Good for the Tigers, no one cares.
Honestly. One likes him anyways.
Ugh. Sorry, Jack. Sorry, Jack, the Dodgers didn't want you. The Cardinals weren't gonna sign you either, they haven't signed anybody.
Yeah, all of Detroit's catching strays right now.
Sorry, Detroit. God, if only the Lions could've pulled it off.
Ah, fuck 'em.
Maybe a topic for the next one. We can talk
Trading
about how
destroyed.
did yeah, we can talk about Dan Campbell.
Oh my gosh.
God. Oh, well, alright, brother. This was, let me end the recording here. I guess we'll call this closed out. This was a good one.
It's been real. It's been fun.
Man,
It's been real fun.
it's been real fun.